Morning, fellas. Shall we do a sound check till my coffee is brewing? How's everyone doing today? Morning,
Can you?
fellas. Shall we do a sound check? I think so you guys can hear me, right? Yeah, you can. Just getting some coffee and we should start in maybe 3 to 4 minutes. We hear you, maybe we don't. I'm quiet, is it? Okay, give me 1 second. Is this better? Am I better? No? I'm quiet, is it? Okay, give me 1 second. Is this better? A little. I'm peaking. That's interesting. Has that happened before that I've peaked? That's. Is this better? No? Oh, that I've peaked? That's. Is this better? No? Oh, that I've peaked? Okay, let's give this a try again and see. Maybe I'll get more loud as we talk, as I get my exiler of life. uh, yeah, so I took today off to get my assignment done, and I actually got it done last night, so I have the day free today. So I thought to ask Chesh, like, hey, is your channel free on like today? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, loud and peaking. Now it's loud and peaking. Oh God, better? Is that better? Why is it peaking though? That's the question. Peaking. Now it's loud and peaking. Oh God, better? Is that better? Why is it peaking though? That's the question. Peaking. Now it's loud and peaking. Oh God. Hmm. I Athens be helpful. Guys, come on, don't do this early in the morning. Oh God. But it's I'm surprised at myself that I'm starting on time today. Maybe because it's like a work day, so my brain is immediately like, yeah, you have to start on time. You know what I mean? Uh, you do have a microphone that sounds like early 2000. Well, it's a wireless one, so I don't know. Uh, Maybe I'll get a new one for myself, but this is all I have at the moment. I'll give my other one a try, which is not wireless, which is the wired one. Maybe next time when we do the Dumpfect Friday and see how that works. Yeah, just another minute and we will start. Just waiting for my coffee. It has to be scalding hot. You do have a microphone that sounds like early 2000s. Unfortunately, I do. I do. I don't know why. My selection of microphones don't help me a lot. I am into like wireless microphones, so maybe that's the problem. There's that compromise with the quality, isn't it? There goes the beep. Because the wireless microphones, they give me the mobility because I can't sit still. I prefer my caffeine cold and not tasting of burnt water. Yeah, it's a preference, isn't it? That's what it is. Everybody has a preference. Oh my God. Hi everyone. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Here we are, starting on time today. uh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How's everyone doing? Hi Alex. Hi Athens. Hi Alicia. Oh, hi Chesh. Is Chesh here? Or is she not? We'll know soon. Um, just give it another maybe a couple of minutes and then we'll start. And hopefully we can finish it. Let me see if I can get my closed captions on. That's good. We will adjust them to the top. So, if there are any highlighted chats there, super chats, we don't miss them. And then let's see, playback speed. We're gonna go, yeah, we'll go with that one so that we can finish it on time. Oh, I'm cleaning my keyboard, so on my phone at the moment. Oh, hi, Manis. How you doing? Long time no see. I love this. I love this. Thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully we can end this on time today and have no problems. We have not got a lot left. I think so. We've just got like an hour left. So yeah. And so far we have seen. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get my notes. God dang it, my notes. Hang in there, buddies. See, I knew it. It was too perfect. Too perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh God. But yeah, I had time off today because I finished my assignment yesterday night instead of today, and here we are. So I've taken over Chesh's channel again. So yeah. Um, I'll send a pic in the Discord. It's disc, huh? Oh, is it? Oh, damn. That's a shame. Yeah, the like if yeah, you gotta look after your equipment. Like when you eat, when you're doing stuff around your PC, things tend to get in there, and you have to then regularly clean your keyboard and stuff. So yeah, unsolicited keyboard pics. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta clean it from time to time, or else yeah, it can start breeding bacteria and stuff. So yeah, good on Chesh for looking after her equipment. So yeah, some people ignore it till you know you've got little mushrooms growing out of there. Okay, she said she's gonna show us the picture in Discord. Where did you post it? Have you posted it yet or not? Um, not yet. I don't see it, so maybe not. Okay, cool. So, last time, where were we? Dr. Lopsided Tits was being a hypocrite on Twitter, saying, "Oh, you go after my looks and blah blah blah, how sad." And we were like, "Girl, that's the first thing you always do." Like, the hair, the hair thing that started. Um, can we just make computers that can eat crumbs instead? That's a good idea, actually. That's a very good idea. Oh God. Am I in the middle of the frame? Last time I was told that I'm not doing too good in like hold on, I'm still a little. Am I good enough? No. Okay. This should do the trick. Uh yeah, I'm procrastinating this also because it's like so much fun making fun of Britney and Dr. Lopsided Tits, as I say. And I don't want this to get over. It's so fun. Yeah, I think so. That's better. No, that's not better at all. No. Oh, what am I doing wrong? That. What if I go all the way there? Nope, 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 nope. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Nope. Hmm. Mm, I'm not complaining. Okay. Uh, hold up. I'm just watering my keyboard. Mimic keyboard. Oh yeah, that'll be so great. A mimic keyboard. Oh, yes. Did Renelle ever speak out against Vera bullshit in this video? Or did Renelle thank her? I don't know if Renelle thanked her or not, but I know that in this video, in this particular video or stream that Dr. Lopsided Tits did, she was defending. This is whole thing she did to defend Renelle hard. So yeah, I'm giving you a keyboard and one eye is a mimic. Huh? One eye? And only one key is a mimic. Oh my god, you're gonna that mimic is gonna jump around all over the keyboard, snapping at the fingers. No. All right, let's start. So last time where we were, so we saw that Veda played a video. She didn't know what was in it. It was quite obvious. She thought it might support her, and she just played through it. In my opinion, it was against YouTube's terms of service, and Dr. Lopsided Tits over there was also trying to play a psychologist, psychiatrist, doing all sort of sorts of diagnosis. But at the same time, she's talking a lot about her personal stuff. She talked about Barbie maybe for 10 seconds, 10 minutes, sorry, in this whole like 2 hours 40 minutes till now. She made all sorts of accusations and made all sorts of like claims about Barbie when she herself claimed that she didn't know Barbie personally. And that was really, really disgusting, in my opinion, that she spoke about herself a lot, gave her own personal anecdotes, and based on that, she decided, yeah, I can dismiss she can dismiss Barbie's criticism or, you know, vulnerability or her, the the way she shared her, experiences and how someone's behavior, like Renelle Smith's behavior, was affecting her mental health. And yeah, just treated mental health as a statistic, like, oh yeah, everyone goes through abuse, everyone goes through mental health issues, so they shouldn't be taken into consideration. That trying to disguise it as, oh, don't use your mental health as an excuse when that's not what Barbie was doing. That's what Dr. Lopsided Tits was doing all the time, including justifying abusing a sister when she was a kid, who we don't know whether she asked for permission from to share all the personal stuff that they had between themselves, which is also another thing about this whole community, right? Renelle Smith, Aaron Costello, Brittany Hanson, and Katie Parker, and all that stuff. They share all these like personal things they have with other people in their lives, and they don't have their permission. We don't know if they have their permission or not, and it's very, very scary. And then also we know that they cannot be trusted because people go in DMs with them and become vulnerable with them. They lure them into their DMs, lure them into becoming vulnerable, and they have to step one, two out of the line, and they just expose all of it for everyone on the internet and use that and weaponize that to attack them. Hi, Intrigued Feline. Evening all. Just wanted to drop by to state at this moment it currently seems that the pro-EU party in Poland seems to have won the Polish election. However, margins are slim, 50.3 to 49.7. Oh dang, fingers crossed for Poland. Yeah. And how are you feeling, Intrigued? I last time I read in the live chat you were not feeling that great when you woke up. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah. All right, let's go. Uh, we'll do a sound check and see if it's better. If my volume is higher or lower, please let me know. Uh, Chesh from the live chat, we know in some cases that these people didn't give their permission. Yes, that's quite obvious. That's why they're in the DMs. They're not talking publicly on a live stream, right? Uh, it's That's why I keep telling everyone, anyone who might listen, do not trust these people. Do not go into DMs with them. Do not share anything from your life with them. They will weaponize that when time comes, when you dare to criticize them or step a toe out of the line according to them. They have done that again and again and again to everyone. Renelle Smith is a great example. She lured Charla into her DMs and then, weaponized that against her. Same with, uh, looks like the Barbie person also, if I'm not wrong. Same thing. I've been kind to Barbie. I've been blah 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 blah. That's what Renelle Smith said. And as soon as Barbie called Renelle Smith out and said, "Please don't lie about me," she attacked her viciously. We covered that in the part one of this whole series, right? Intrigued feline from the live chat. I'm feeling fine, just tired, about to head to bed though. Yeah, rest is important. Have a good have a good sleep, have a good nap, or have a good night, right? Take care of yourself. Alex Markle from the live chat. Can the EU pass a referendum to kick out Hungary for violating human rights? Yeah, why not? Right? That's the condition. Violate the condition, you gotta go for an alternative. All right, cool. Let's start. 1 hour to go, and hopefully we finish this in record time today.
She sees
All right.
her and what she's going through, but she doesn't
Okay,
see that.
so what we saw was with Wildflower was that there's some confusion between her and Barbie. Wildflower so far hasn't shown what Barbie has said about her stuff. It's vague what she's saying, but what it looks like is Barbie had a disagreement with Wildflower how she did the previous video, where I was okay with that. I didn't see any flaws. Barbie thought that there was something wrong. According to Wildflower, But Wildflower has not presented anything so far to show us what exactly Barbie was saying. And that's another critique that I have of this community. When it comes to twisting things, these people don't show anything for it. And when they show things, they just take it out of context, and they do not actually address what's there in the clip or in the picture. They just talk around it, circumvent it, or if I may dare say, pivot around it. Volume is good. Okay, cool. I'm happy. Intrigue feline from the live chat. Like I said this morning, it was simply due to eating very late, way later than I usually do. That got me nauseous. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Yeah.
that
All
maybe
right.
other people are going through things as well.
This part right here is deflection. So basically, Wildflower Tea, at this point, it was too late. You're not going to get to her because you didn't do a good enough job defending her because you weren't able to convince your whole audience that she's a victim. So you failed already right there. So that's why when you're over here saying, what did I do? She's got to deflect. She's deflecting by focus. She wants to pin that PTSD stuff right onto you right there. She's trying to deflect from what you're saying to her, and she's trying to dead focus on like, hey, I'm going to prove that this PTSD is. Da, 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 da. She's mad that you failed at convincing your audience how serious her PTSD is. So she doesn't get.
That's not what was said. That's what Wildflower was saying. Wildflower was saying, I'm still confused what I didn't do. What I did do or what I didn't do right. Right? Whee! If you're used to that. I eat up until I go to sleep. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm heading to bed. Take care, all. See ya later, Intrigue. So, yeah, again, straw man fallacy. Brittany just added stuff that Wildflower doesn't say. So I'm going to defend Wildflower here. That's not what Wildflower was saying. Right? We don't even know properly what Wildflower is talking about because we don't have anything from Barbie's side. Like, Wildflower hasn't presented anything. It's just Wildflower's word that Barbie wasn't happy. What exactly was she wasn't happy about? Wildflower also hasn't expressed properly, in my opinion. Right? And here, what Brittany is doing is just adding on to it, as usual, you know, and accusing Barbie of more things. That's what it is.
Give a shit that you're going through anything. You done fucked up. That's what happened here. She was deflecting onto you. Um, from whatever you were saying to her, she was deflecting it with
So she also doesn't know, as she said, whatever you were saying to her, she was deflecting it. We don't know what exactly the conversation was between Barbie and Wildflower.
PTSD. Why didn't you? I mean, thanks to you, I'm getting all these fucking comments up under your stream. You didn't do good enough. Fuck you. It's pretty much what that was. All right, so let's go to the next one.
That's the point. I wanted to be able to say, like, this is how I felt. This is what I've seen. This is how I know who she is. This is how I even know anything about her. And this is how I felt. But after speaking to her and after seeing how bad it is, these are my updated thoughts and opinions. I felt like it was very important for me to do that, to be able to lay it out. You know what I'm saying? And so I just really hate that it's been turned into this thing as if I was trying to hurt her or have malicious intention or anything. Now, another thing that's very confusing to me about it is during the video or during the live stream, she was there and there was more than one or two people being supportive. You can go back and look. Okay. You can go back and look. People were very supportive. People were very supportive.
You can show if people were supportive, but again, this is the thing. I don't see Wildflower is not presenting what Barbie actually said to her, right? So that's the thing. That's my thing. And it's possible someone went to Barbie later and said, raised some points, and Barbie was like, "Oh, okay. Now you say it this way." But again, we don't know what Wildflower is talking about. We have no idea. She's just saying she supported Barbie. Barbie didn't like that for some reason. What reason, we don't know. But Wildflower is claiming that she was in the right, and she has a right to say stuff, which is fine. She has every right to say, but we don't know what Barbie's side is here. So it's just Wildflower at this moment.
There, I think maybe one or two people. I don't think nobody was really saying anything that was negative or I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what if she's not happy?
That's not my experience.
Right?
Nothing like that. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to it, but I don't think so. Hey, Amanda. Thank you for being here. Hey, Ruben.
Again, that's the thing, right? Wildflower at no point till now has said that that Barbie was blaming me about my PTSD or people not taking my PTSD seriously. That's not what Wildflower has said here. She said that Barbie wasn't happy how I presented her case. That's all she said. It's Veda, it's Dr. Lopsided Titse, who's adding on all this stuff and saying, oh, it's deflection. So we see how these people, they straw man and exaggerate everything. Everything's an exaggeration, including when someone gets, like, sends them an email, which is part of a legal process where they tell them, can you please stop making up lies about me and stop harassing me and talking about me. People like Dr. Lopsided Tits here, Renelle Smith, Erin Costello, they will say, oh, they're harassing us. And down the rabbit hole, aka Katie Parker, they will claim that they're being harassed for being simply sent an email, which is part of legal process where they're requested to stop making up lies and stop exaggerating shit about them. They'll even exaggerate that and say they are getting, harassed. Why is Barbie not allowed to have an opinion about advocacy? No idea. That's the thing, right? Wildflower Tea is saying that, um, Barbie wasn't happy with my video, so I have to talk about it, which is fine. Barbie can express her disagreement, and Wildflower Tea can talk about it. But for Brittany Hanson to come in and not know what the issue is, and then add on to that, straw man it, exaggerate it, and then attack Barbie for it, when they're just two adults, Wildflower and Barbie, having a simple disagreement that might not be that bad, like it's malicious as fuck. It's such a nothing burger. Yeah, exactly. It's such a nothing burger. And Dr. Lopsided Titser, aka Brittany Hanson, is making such a big deal about it. Why? Because she wants to support Renelle. Why? Because Barbie pointed out that Renelle was lying about her, and that was affecting her mental health. It sounds like these people are bitching because Barbie isn't just accepting their shit and thanking them for it. Yeah, we need more Dr. Trigan. Borg Emporia. Hi Borg, how you doing?
Watching. So she was there and she was thanking me. She was conversating with people in the chat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was very good. Later that evening, I guess when people started to comment and leave their experiences with Backwoods Barbie, that's when it started to change.
What happened? I went and looked at the comments. I know exactly what happened. She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, honey. Those comments were other people telling their experiences with PTSD. They weren't focused on her PTSD. They weren't.
Show us that then. Because Wildflower is saying that the comments were talking about their experience with her, not with PTSD. If we go back and listen, right?
Conversating with people in the chat, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was very good. Later that evening, I guess when people started to comment and leave their experiences with Backwoods Barbie, that's when it started to change.
What happened? I went and looked at the comments. I know exactly what happened. She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, honey. Those comments were other people telling.
Again, attacking her mental health, like making it appear as if she is delusional or something like that, for expressing, that she's not happy with something. You know?
Their experiences with PTSD. They weren't focused on her.
Yeah, 3 days of work, and this is the best you can do. Like, steal other people's content and add bullshit to it.
PTSD. They weren't focused on. If you had every comment say, "Oh,
That's
poor people
not
telling
what.
their experiences with PTSD," they weren't focused on her PTSD.
No, that's not what Wildflower said. Wildflower said that the people were talking about their experiences with Backwoods Barbie. You are saying that they were focused on their own PTSD and not Barbie's PTSD. You're lying. Like, why are you twisting Wildflower's words when that's not what Wildflower said? And if you are so confident that that's what was being said in the comments, can you show us the comments, please? Because we know you are lying and you're attacking Backwoods Barbie and you're trying to present it as if she is delusional, that she cannot read. Unlike you, we know you can't read, you can't comprehend English, and also Erin Costello, she cannot read and she reads, but she cannot comprehend what the fuck she's reading, right? Hey, stealing is just like, oh god. Oh, you have no idea, Alex. This chick, she stole other people's artwork and tried to pass it as hers. And then when people called her out, she tried to rewrite the history about it. So yeah. Oh god, you have no idea. Barbie could be unhappy with these streams, and that would be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Barbie can disagree. While Wallflower, she can disagree, right? They can disagree with each other. But here's Veda coming in and adding shit just to justify her defending Renelle and attacking Backwoods Barbie. And this is one of the clear examples here, right? Backwoods Barbie said that people, not Backwoods Barbie, sorry, the Wildflower lady, what's her exact thing? Wildflower Tea here, right? She said that people were putting in comments their experience with Backwoods Barbie. Here's Dr. Lopsided Tits here, twisting it, lying about it, and saying no, they were talking about their PTSD. They were not talking about Backwoods Barbie PTSD. And because trying to make it sound as if like Backwoods Barbie was trying to look for attention and she wasn't getting that attention, so she got mad. When that's not what even Wildflower said. Just straight up lying. Just straight up lying, just to attack Backwoods Barbie and make her look like that she is looking for attention, like for her mental health struggles. Like, come on. Come on, doctor. No wonder this live stream is not up anymore. No wonder it's not up anymore. Oh, no, I mean the stream that is happening now. Barbie could be unhappy with these streams and that would be fine and valid, etc. Oh, you mean my stream? Yeah, it's possible. Backwards Barbie may come back and say to me, I don't like how you spoke about me. I'm not going to attack her mental health and call her delusional. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm going to address her points, whatever she brings up, right? As arguments. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't need to attack her mental health for it. God damn it.
If they would have been like that, or like, let's go tear those other creators going at her ass. Let's go. She would have been like, A plus, you're my friend. But since you didn't make that happen, fuck you. I'm gonna take all this shit out on you now.
This is just pure lying here. This is pure lying.
You're a piece of shit. You're a horrible commentator. See you later. That's how that exactly went. I'm just trying to tell you how psychologically I think, and I think this went. I don't know, Barbie.
Oh, I think this is how it happened. She made it as a statement of fact and then added after the fact, oh, this is how I think it went. Psychologically, I think it went. You know, I don't know Barbie, but this is how I think. And said it as a matter of fact. That's why I call her Dr. Lopsided Tits. That's why I call her that. There's a reason for it. God damn, this woman is so pathetic. Like, have some shame, Brittany Hansen, Dr. aka Dr. Lopsided Tits. Have some shame. You have no shame. Vera just said this is how I think, aka what I would do. Yeah, this is how psychologically I think. I think this went. I don't know Barbie. Yeah, projecting. She's projecting her own things at her.
But I recognize these patterns. And if any of you,
Why do you? Where are these patterns? You have demonstrated nothing. You have demonstrated nothing. You have not demonstrated what was said in Wildflower T's comments. You have not demonstrated what Barbie said in response to those comments, and you're just making these claims. So where are these patterns coming from? Out of your fat ass. That's where they're coming from.
you've been in relationships like this, whether they're platonic or romantic, you know how this shit's played right here. And it's like
Platonic and romantic. Who's talking about romantic or platonic shit? It's just an acquaintance relationship on YouTube. They're not friends. Like, what are you talking about? So far, all we have seen from Veda, from Brittany herself, are 4 screenshots. That's all we have seen. 4, maximum 5. Let's go with 5. 5 screenshots in this stream. Nothing else. Everything else it has been about her projecting what has happened in her personal life onto Backwards Barbie, and here what we are seeing it again, and just making claims just to try to make appear Barbie as someone who's being unreasonable, is delusional, or quote unquote crazy. And this bitch is supposed to be a mental health advocate, right?
play-by-play book for me right here. I don't know. Just me. Tell me what y'all think. I want to know what y'all think.
Play-by-play book for you? Oh, that's a Freudian slip there.
Am I wrong? What are y'all sensing? There might be something else y'all are sensing.
They're not experts in this. They don't know what to say. They haven't seen what Barbie has said. You haven't demonstrated it to them. So they're just going off with what you are telling them. So you're telling them these lies, and then you're asking them to build a conclusion based on those lies. Like, do you hear yourself?
If there is, tell me, because I want to know. Okay?
It's all vibes, yo, right?
Now, right here is where shit gets going, where it nails it in the coffin for me right here.
Trying to talk.
Nails in the coffin for me right here. Again, Wildflower Tea has not demonstrated anything. I'm afraid I will give criticism to Wildflower Tea over here. That if she wants to criticize Barbie for something she has said, she should demonstrate what Barbie has said on her stream. Like, sitting there and just talking is not going to help anyone. It's just vague and it's not effective, in my opinion.
Talk to her, you know? And it was.
But in their defense also, this video is like 2 years back. So they might have changed their strategy, how they talk and how they present things now. I don't know. But at that time, this was not, in my opinion, this is not the way to go.
Fine. Then I go to bed and I wake up and it is just World War III, you guys. I've turned into the worst person. She thought I was nice, you know, told her husband how nice I was. And now she thinks I'm this monster. And I tried to talk to her.
How did she say that you're a monster? Did she say you're a monster, or are you saying you felt like a monster the way she described what you did? We need to know more. So, This is not good. This is not good. This is the criticism here. That's not good.
I was like, hold on, but what does these people's comments have to do with me? And she started breaking it down for me, okay, and explaining to me what I've done wrong in my videos. And we're gonna react to her video, but I just think that this is important because
So
again, I'm not gonna
you
talk about
had a conversation with her, and she actually explained it to you where she was coming from.
this
Okay.
anymore. I don't care. I don't care what happens. I'm not. I'm not.
And you decided to ignore her, and you decided to just give up because she had criticism for you. Okay, again, Chesh was right. It's as if like these people cannot accept the fact that Barbie didn't just thank them for whatever the fuck they threw in her direction. Just saying. Just saying. We can
monster.
listen to this again.
And I tried to talk to her. I was like, hold on, but what does these people's comments have to do with me? And she started breaking it down for me, okay, and explaining to me what I've done wrong in my videos. And we're gonna react to her video, but I just think that this is important because again, I'm not gonna talk about this anymore. I don't care. I don't care what happens. I'm not. I'm not. But she
So she is going to talk about this. She's going to break it down. Like so Barbie tried to explain it to you. She tried to explain it to Wildflower Tea here, where she was coming from. But she's not going to talk about this. I don't know who she's responding to with that. The comments on your channel are your responsibility. Yes. Yes, we did that in Debate Hub today when there was a homophobe who came in the live chat and we yeeted them off. I gave them a 1 minute timeout. Chesh was like, nah, out.
started messaging me and telling me her feelings about it and what she thought I'd done wrong in the video. Now, just to give you guys an idea, and I was getting voice messages too of her very upset.
Can we hear those voice messages?
So she's coming to tell you what you did wrong on a video that you voluntarily did for her. Okay.
Yeah. She okay, by the looks of it, Barbie didn't ask her to do that video. And if she did that video, Barbie has anyone on internet has every right to criticize them, especially when Wildflower is talking about Barbie. It's about Barbie. Barbie has every right to come in and criticize that video if she wants to. Huh? Again, Chesh was right. These people get mad when other people just don't take whatever the fuck they throw out in the world about them and be thankful for it. They just don't like it. Well, it's almost like I was right, right? God.
And she started voice messaging me and was very upset that these people were saying these things about her. And I understood, I think she and I are different in the way of what we accept and what we don't on our channels. That's okay. We all do things differently. I let people say how they feel, as long as it's in the realm of not horrible, like, you know what I mean? It's wishing anything bad on anybody.
Again, so Barbie was like talking about the comment section by the sound of it. And Wildflower was like, I don't care. That doesn't mean that Barbie cannot criticize how Wildflower Tea, handles her comment section. It's as simple as that. And it looks like Wildflower Tea got pissed that Barbie was criticizing how she handled the comments, how she allowed people to be nasty to her. That's what it was. And Wildflower Tea didn't like it because she was like, oh, why just you don't take it that I was talking nice about you? What's the point of being too nice to someone if you allow such horrible things being said about someone in your comment section, right? It just negates it. It just negates it. It's almost as if you put that video out for bait for all the contrarians to come in and talk shit about Barbie. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, she left them. She chose that. And by the sounds of it, Barbie didn't ask her to do that video, right? But was very thankful when she did it, right? And it sounds like Wildflower Tea did that video on purpose as a bait for all the people who talk shit about Barbie to come in and talk shit about her. That's what it sounds like to me. That it was a bait. And when Wildflower got what she wanted, and Barbie was like, dude, what the fuck? Can you please control your comment section? They're talking being so horrible to me. Wildflower used that for content to create further content because she used that as a point of contention between them and a point to create more content. That's all these morons do. That's what they do in this community, in this whole community. They pretend they're nice when they're actually not, and they look for these opportunities, they create these opportunities to, blame someone else and to create more content, to create controversy, to create arguments when there shouldn't be any. When simple, you know, sifting through your comments, like making sure that you control your comment section, works for you, and you can resolve that issue. They don't want to resolve that issue. They want to blow up that issue so that they can continue making content like this. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. It's demonstrated here. Oh, you're out of booze at the moment. These people are too dumb for me to watch sober. Right? Ugh.
things like that, those things. And again, that's just, we all do things differently. I believe that YouTube is a platform where, especially if you're a commentary channel, the point is for people to share their opinions in the comments section. That's how I feel. That's how I've always felt. I've said it 1,000 times. People say things to me all the time. They disagree with me on my own platform, and I don't delete it. I don't take it down. That's just me. Okay.
Yeah, that's just every one of you in your community. You do that. You pretend you're nice to someone, and then when, people come in and they say nasty stuff about that person that might be even not true, you refuse to manage your comment section. Because why? Because it upsets the other person and it gives you an opportunity to create more content. Simple as that. Because you're lazy fucks. That's why.
So
Yeah, this why is Flower making this video then to vilify? Yeah, she's proving Barbie right, and no surprise, she said that she got voice messages from Barbie. She's not presenting those messages. Okay, what about saying exactly what she said? Did she really call you a monster? Where did she call you a monster? Please demonstrate it to us. It's all about just trust me, bro. The first video was also trust me, bro. This video is also trust me, bro. Which one should we trust? And in both videos, she presented nothing.
I believe that those messages is where it started to turn. Up until that point, the video had been up and everything was fine to my knowledge. But then when people started saying things, I think there was a couple of messages. I think, like she said, I don't think I know from watching her that it triggered her. And I understood. And I was very understanding.
Again, she's using words like triggered. When it could be simple as that, like, why are you allowing these people to talk about me like that in your comment section if you're supportive of me? See, the language these people use to attack others, this tells me that Wildflower, she was just looking for conflict. That's all she was looking for. Triggered, like, triggered. You don't use this language for people who have like PTSD and all that stuff. You don't use language like this. This is not how you talk about mental health. And that's what it tells me. These people are uneducated, illiterate. They refuse to educate themselves, and they are right all the time. That's what they think, that they're right all the time, and they can attack anyone they want. They just because they have a channel with more numbers than someone who comes to them, and or just because they have a channel. Simple as that. You say triggered to poison the well against someone's criticism. Exactly. Like butthurt. Yeah, Smitty's right. Like, what more do I have to present about this community to show what a bunch of hypocrites and like cowards these people are? Lazy, coward, hypocrites.
And I sent her some voice messages that night explaining that I understood and that I was sorry. That, just being understanding.
Personally, I said sorry, but publicly I'm gonna attack her for it and call her triggered. Brilliant. And here's Rita coming in, adding on to that bullshit. Right. Right.
Attack her for no reason. She takes all those bullets shot her way over doing the best she could. And you just attack. That's like a girl red hand catches a guy cheating and he's like, it's your fault. You're loose, bitch. Sorry. Like Shane.
What? What is this with Brittany and just bringing these things up, like these sexual things up? I don't get it. Yeah, she didn't do anything to resolve it either. She just in the messages she pacified her by the sounds of it, and then publicly Wildflower went and started like attacking her in that video. Bullets, huh? Yeah, right. And what is this like caught cheating and fat lose? Like what the fuck is this? Can you use a better analogy? Seriously? Ugh. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna like go after analogy, but it's like it's why are these analogies so weird? She blew smoke up. Yeah, that's what they do. Privately, they blow smoke up the person's arse, who they're trying to like pacify or who they're trying to talk shit about. Publicly, they talk shit about so that they can appear as tough and yeah, nobody can tell me what to do on my own channel. When it's clear what Wildflower did here, she made a video, right, praising Barbie, baited people to come to her channel, didn't, what do you say, didn't look into comments, let anyone say anything about her. And when Barbie was like, come on, dude, you made a video, I didn't even ask you for it, but at least you can, look after your comment section about all the shit that people are saying about me. Because she's a lazy fuck, she said, nah, I'm not gonna do that, and Barbie wasn't happy, tried to blow smoke up her ass in DMs and then attack her publicly for it. Really, for Barbie for standing up for herself. Really, you guys. And then here is Veda coming in. No wonder that she's saying that all this is affecting her mental health because you guys are lying pieces of shit, backstabbing pieces of shits. That's what you are, all of you.
You for it. Like, it's your fault. If you would have been better in bed and rode me more, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, she like Erin also did that, right? Came in and tried to like when the whole Steve thing happened, came in the like ignored us, missed the missed the live streams we were supposed to do together, told us nothing, and then came in a group chat and started like blowing smoke up our arses, like saying, "Oh, I respect you all," called us prostitutes publicly in front of everyone, accused me of fraud, and then at the same time was blowing smoke off our arses in DMs. And then when the Charlotte thing also happened, she had paperwork she wasn't supposed to share that was supposed to stay, um locked up the paperwork with Chesh and dragged her into it and involved her and made her a witness to all this. Yeah, pathetic. It's pathetic. You. No wonder these people like the Dr. Lopsided tits here and Aaron Costello and Renelle Smith, they all got like restraining orders against them. Renelle doesn't have one, but these two have, Aaron and Brittany. Renelle just escaped because she's also a fucking coward who just skims on the surface. That's what she does. Drat and double drat. Oh, you're calling them rats. Alex, play smoke on the water.
Be planting another girl. Truth is, he would have been planting another girl anyway because he's a selfish piece of shit. Just saying.
This is a very specifically weird analogy, Dr. Lopsided Tits. I wonder why.
Is what that reminds me of. I'm just saying.
And
She's just trying to like deflect from her own behavior by like bringing up like by blaming Barbie for Wildflower's distress, while it's very evident that Wildflower was the one who caused so much distress to Barbie. Like these people, the Darvo these people do. Oh my god.
saying some pretty
NSF. Did you post an NSFW because it's gross? Really? Oh god. Bro, what are you gonna. Okay, hang in there. I need to find it. Where is it? I need to. I'll see. I'll. Where is it? Oh yeah, found it. 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 Oh my God, Chesh. No. Holy shit. Yeah, that's gross. That's gross. That's gross. That's. Hey, it's gross. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is. Oh yeah 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 yeah.
just being very upset. I asked her if she wanted me to unlist the video. I said, I can do that. That's no problem. And she said, nah, leave the lies so I can point the shit out. And I'm going to ask people how many would respond to assholes and see what they say. I think anybody would respond to an asshole, right? But then I'm angry when I respond in defensive.
Was she smoking on stream, Veda? Were you smoking? Okay. It doesn't say that. That's not a rule. You just killed my. just. No, Smitty, you underestimate me. You underestimate me, Smitty. Really. I'm disappointed in you, Smitty. Come on. You should know me better. That's not gonna kill my boner. So that's why I'm here. Okay. So, Wildflower's like, yeah, she's not going to curate her comment section. She's like, I'm gonna unlist the video so that people don't know what the shit, what actually the shit is. But Barbie was like, no, 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 no. Leave it out there because I want people to see what a backstabbing bitch you are. And Wildflower T is not happy about it. Because if the video gets unlisted, Wildflower can make any claims about the video, right? And about the comment section. But Backwards Barbie is like, no, you don't get to do that. If you want to claim the buzz, show CC picking her nose. Yeah, that now you killed my boner. God damn it, Chesh. Now you killed my boner. But even by mentioning that. Ugh.
Well,
she wonders why people don't speak out, but this right here is why. Because when people speak out,
no, that's shitty. That's actually very, very shitty. To blame Barbie for your own bad behavior, for not curating your own comment section and baiting the shit out of people to come and talk shit about Barbie. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, girl, you're not gonna blame Barbie for this. You are at fault for not curating your comment section. okay, and refusing to listen to Barbie and her side, and blowing smoke up her arse privately and attacking her like this publicly. Fuck you. Picking your nose is only okay on live streams. Not come on, dude. Come on. So yeah,
in
nah.
support of or speak out against the things that they do see, if it's not to her standard, she gets upset and all of a sudden you're a monster in her eyes. And then that's it. And then you get yelled at and fussed at and cussed at and gaslit and treated.
Now she cussed at you and gaslit you. Really? Can you demonstrate that? Because those are very grave claims. Those are grave claims that she cussed at you. Did she cuss at you? Please demonstrate that she cussed at you and that she gaslit you.
Like crud. And while I can be empathetic of what she goes through, I do not think it's fair nor right that I should have to sit there.
Yeah, how dare she come and criticize me and tell me that I was wrong for not curating my comment section? How dare she not just take whatever I gave her and just shut the fuck
And,
up?
put myself in that just to be.
It's a video about her. Yeah, it's a video about her. Like, she has every right to talk about it. And to you, who made that video, and whose comment section it is, under her video about her. Girl.
Understanding. I can understand what you're going through and still.
No, you're not understanding what she's going through because you're sitting here and you're attacking her, calling her triggered, quote unquote. No, you don't understand. You're pretending that you understand her. Fuck you. So Barbie has to take it, but Flower doesn't, I guess. Yeah, right, Barbie just has to take whatever the fuck the comment section says about her under a video about her, but Wildflower is like pissed, like how dare Barbie came to her privately to tell her that she's not happy with how she's curating her comment section. Under a video about her. About Barbie. Yeah, right.
Expect a little bit of respect. I didn't talk to her like that. We could have had an adult conversation. We're both grown. We are.
Can you show us what the conversation was? Because at this point, it's just your word, Wildflower. I'm afraid.
We're both grown. But no.
I thought you were talking very maturely. By the sounds of it, you're having a hissy fit here publicly because privately Barbie was much more mature than you. Or else you would have shown the messages to us, what she exactly said to you. But you're not showing anything to us. You're just sitting there ranting and rambling. Maybe because Barbie made some good points in those messages and she was actually very, very calm and controlled. And you're just now misrepresenting what actually happened in the messages so you can attack her and justify why you didn't curate your comment section.
No.
Yeah, Flower is the one who's sounding triggered here.
Again, I should have known better because, like I said, we talked maybe tops 2 weeks, and again, there was many wonderful conversations. I do feel.
And that's what these people do. They will go into these people's DMs, pretend to be friendly with them, and then do a bait video about them, and bait people into talking bullshit about them. And then when the person's upset that, we have only known each other for 2 weeks, why are you doing this to me? They call this person triggered and try to pacify them in DM so they can continue doing shit like this, so they can continue making content out of all this, controversy and out of all this, contrarianship. So yeah, it's a repeated script across this community. Again and again repeated. Drama farming, exactly. That's the right hashtag drama farming. These fucking bitches, seriously. And here's Renelle and Dr. Lopsided Tits here, adding on to that because they don't have their own brains to generate their own content. That's why.
Feel like I got a better idea of who she is, and I don't think she's a bad person at all. I don't think Backwoods Barbie is a bad person. I just think that she struggles with.
You are calling her triggered. What the fuck is that? And then you're saying that she cussed you out and that she gaslit you. And then you're saying that she's not a bad person. See what Wildflower's doing here? I wasn't going to criticize Wildflower, but it looks like I have to criticize her also because this is such bullshit. Oh my god, I don't know how Wildflower conducts herself now, but 2 years ago, this was bullshit, man. Bullshit. Oh my god.
A lot of stuff. And I think she's been through a lot that has very much affected the way she views the world today, the people.
Again, she's trying to dismiss any valid criticism that Barbie might have had about her video or about the comment section, about the way Wildflower Tea curates her comment section. Anything by saying, oh, it's because of what she's gone through, so I don't have to take anything what she says seriously. But she's a nice person, Really. Really. Ugh.
The internet, everything, okay? And I'm not here to take away from any of that. I don't want to take away from any of that. I understand it, and
while you sit here and take everything away from that. Calling her triggered, calling her that she cussed you out, and saying that she gaslit you, and just knowing after you for 2 weeks, and all that shit. And, you're taking away everything from her. What, and you're pretending that you're not. Come on, guys. You are too you guys are so easy to read that how you conduct yourself. Here's Brittany, Dr. Lopsided Tits here, the doctor, armchair psychologist and psychiatrist here. You know, telling us how people who have had therapy behave. You know, people with PTSD have had therapy behave. When she herself didn't get therapy till she was 30. Just remember that. Yeah.
Yelling at her and pissed because Wildflower Tea wasn't willing to enable.
We have not seen any proof of that. We have not seen any proof that, you know, that Barbie was cussing and, you know, screaming at Wildflower Tea. It's just Wildflower Tea's word. And over here, Dr. Lopsided Tits again building a straw man and ad hominem on top of that. The premise has not been proven. The base has not been proven. The whole foundation is shaky because of that. All this trauma dumping, surprise, no one is breaking out in hives, right?
Right? Enable and feed her delusion about Katie Joy.
Here we go, delusion, triggered delusion, and everyone's wondering why this is affecting Barbie's mental health.
Being the one hacking her. That's what Barbie's mad about. During her reaction to this, Barbie stops.
Where did Wildflower say anything about that? It's just Veda bringing this up randomly, just out of nowhere.
She said, and then I heard this. And then she plays where Wildflower Tea talks about how, you know, Katie has this history of this, and this.
Yeah,
I can't
this
say
is
as a fact that
enabling.
she's hacking Barbie, but she even still makes it look good by saying, but you know, Barbie is getting this harassment over here, like really, really bad. And I mean, to attacks that nobody should get. I mean, she still tried to do her best with it.
What she tried to do was she tried to bait everyone to come and talk bad about Barbie. That's what she did. She pretended that she was neutral when she wasn't. Because if she was neutral, she would have curated her comment section. She didn't. She wanted people to come and talk shit about her.
She just didn't want to come out and accuse somebody of a crime.
And Brittany here trying to like defend Renelle's behavior because of what's happened between Barbie and Wildflower, which is entirely a different situation. By trying to say that it's a pattern of behavior when it shows a pattern of behavior amongst these people, amongst Dr. Lopsided Tits here, Renelle Smith, and Wildflower Tea. It shows a pattern of behavior with these motherfuckers here. Yeah, and it worked because here is Renelle, Veda, and Wildflower all attacking Barbie. So yeah.
For you. I mean, she doesn't know you. I wouldn't either. I really want to know what y'all think so far. Am I doing a good job?
Do feel for her.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're pathetic.
I still do. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. But it's not okay to treat people like crap. Period. It's not okay to
follow your own advice, Wildflower. I'll just say that. Maybe start following your own advice and then expect others to follow your advice, yeah?
treat people like crap. I did nothing to warrant it. She may have.
We don't know. You yourself admitted that you refused to curate your comment section when Barbie came and criticized you about it. Under a video you did about Backwards Barbie. And now you're here, you know, attacking her. And we don't know what shit she put you through. We have no idea. Can you present it, please?
Have a different perspective, but I have looked up and down to what I'd done wrong, and I didn't do anything to warrant.
If she were any more lopsided, she would be Dr. Uniboo.
This, and I know that, and I will not be gaslit by nobody to feel like I did when I know I didn't.
You yourself admitted that you refused to curate your comment section when Barbie came to you and asked you to do it. There might be some unreasonable requests in there, but we don't know what those unreasonable requests are because you point blankly said, I'm not going to curate anything. Good or bad or ugly or worse. So yeah. Yeah, right. You are the victim, Wildflower. Definitely.
Barbie, you dealing the victim card.
Yeah, therefore she will be gaslit by somebody, probably herself, right?
Out the fake victim, playing victim card actually turned her into an actual victim. Good job. This backfired on you in a big way. Big way.
No, it didn't. You guys are so pathetic, seriously.
I said I never said you was angry. I said that you get harassed every day, which would make anyone angry because she was trying to twist my words around and say that I said this and I said that and I did all these things. Okay.
Show us what she exactly said. You said she broke it down for you. Can you demonstrate to us? Because you keep saying we'll talk about it, but you don't show us anything. And that's very, very dishonest in my opinion because it's just you interpreting things. Because we know this community reads stuff and then just does not comprehend what's actually being said. We know that about this community. Yeah, in DMs.
She said, you know your audience clearly, and you said you talk to your members only. I made a post on my members only and said, I'm going to post this video, and then I didn't. And all my members that are in here can tell you, I never posted anything. Nobody's seen anything. I went live instead, okay? And I just explained why. I explained in the video, in the live stream why. She said, I didn't see any
So
supportive comments at all. All I see is a lot of lies. I said, I did say that. I even said, I would have done this. I would have been the same way if I got it like you do. She said, people lie.
that's not what the response should be when she's saying that people are lying about her in the comment section and you're not curating it. You're you are blaming her for being upset about it. You're just saying, yeah, you are upset. Okay, whatever. When she's upset and she's saying, can you do something about it? You're like, That's what you're doing. And you, because of your inaction, it's frustrating Barbie. No doubt why she's she's frustrated because of your inaction and of you just looking in the other direction while she's like, hey, hello, hi, can you do something about this? Yeah, I know you're angry. What the fuck?
Saying I snapped over nothing when I snapped over something, obviously. People saying I blocked them when I'm seeing their comments, so they ain't blocked. Majority of the comments are pure lies. That's a problem. She said that I fueled a negative narrative against her. She said not to delete the comments. I don't.
Yeah, now she's going to say not to delete it because now she has to say, she has to demonstrate why she is justified being, being upset with you. And that helps her justify that you refuse to curate your comment section. You admitted to that. Why would she ask you to delete them now? When you told her that you are going to do whatever the fuck you want with your channel, so she's not going to tell you what to do with your channel. Like, yeah, let them stay there so that at least she has the reason to justify, like, why she's upset with you. God.
She said she don't delete comments.
I didn't do anything wrong. I just let people lie about someone on my channel. Oh yeah, under a video I made about them.
Oh, there's so much. She said.
What she said. Can
She
we?
didn't fuel any kind of negative narrative against you. What happened was everybody knows you're.
Oh yeah, now here comes in Dr. Lopsided tits like and twisting the narrative and just rewording everything what Wildflower said. When she doesn't know Barbie, she has said it twice now. She doesn't know Barbie. She doesn't know what happens in her personal life. She has no way of knowing what happened. She has no DMs, nothing, and she has shown nothing to us. And she's just gonna like, oh, I think this is what happened. My stupid brain came up with this scenario.
Patterns and knows your ways, and they could tell that Wildflower Tea was trying to sugarcoat it, and they were basically,
yeah, she was trying to be, trying to blow a smoke up her arse in DMs.
calling bullshit in the comments. They were like, "Come on, Wildflower Tea,
Demonstrate to us. Demonstrate to us. Where? Demonstrate. This is what this is. Like this is just her ranting of, and she prepped for 3 days for this. I am more prepped, and I did what? I'm using the same notes. I didn't add anything to my notes. I'm not even referring to my notes at this point.
enable this behavior. That's what was happening, and that pissed you off. That's what happened." And that's what happened. That's absolutely what happened.
You know what absolutely what happens, and then she's going to say, "Oh no, psychologically, that's what I think happened." Like, can you decide? What, is it absolutely what that happened, or is this your like stupid opinion that came out of your stupid brain, stupid fried brain, with all that smoking and all the drugs you did? Yeah, this is gaslighting.
I feel bad for Wildflower Tea, dude. That I would. Oh my god, I would hate to be stuck in that shit. All right.
You would love to be stuck in that shit because then you get to make more content. You fucking asshole.
But criticism, I get criticized all the time. I get criticized all the time. How can I sit there and say, oh, don't criticize her? Like, people are going, it's the internet.
That's not what Barbie was saying. Barbie said people were lying about her. If Barbie said they were lying about her and they were criticizing her, the comment sections were actually like criticizing her, then you can demonstrate that. Why aren't you demonstrating it? Can you cry more, please, for us? Give me your tears. I'll drink them. They're good for my skin.
And I don't know. Anyways, as it the first week we talked, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry guys. The first week we talked, I think she was wanting me to like put out a video, do something right then. I don't know that for.
I think she wanted me to put out a video. Now it's that. I thought you did it voluntarily without her asking you to do it. But now you think she wanted you to do a video? No wonder you're not sharing your DMs because it will be as a fact that she didn't ask you to do it. You just came up with that idea so that you can bait people about talking about her and you can make more shit about it. So yeah, I don't believe you at this point because the previous video was also like just you yapping away. This is also you yapping away and not demonstrating us anything, Wildflower. Seriously. Come on.
for a fact, but I think because when I hadn't spoke up and I hadn't said anything, I wanted to do a little bit more research because, again, I do think it's serious claims to put that someone's hacking you.
So
And
why didn't you do your research? This is the problem with this community, right? They say they have done their research, but they have nothing to show for it. It's just her on the screen just yapping away. Where's the fucking research? Can somebody show me that? At least I'm showing the video I'm covering here. It's just them yapping away and have nothing to show for it. No DMs, no comments, nothing. And
doing
what research are you gonna do? If you're gonna do it, demonstrate it. Show it on your screen.
all of these things when I have not seen proof of hacking. That I can say, I have not seen proof of
Now
hacking.
she hasn't seen proof of hacking, but you said that you would believe that if she said that she was getting hacked, you believed her that it's possible. You know, now suddenly it's you haven't seen the proof of hacking, and now you're blaming her that you did a video without doing your research. Yeah, it's always someone else's fault but you, isn't it? This is so pathetic, man. This is so disgusting. Oh my god, I need more tea. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break and get more tea. This is absolutely ridiculous. Seriously. God dang it. God. I need more tea, man. Give me 5 minutes. All right, we're back.
hacking, harassment.
So what we have seen so far is like as soon as Barbie criticized Wildflower for not curating her comment section under a video about Barbie herself, Wildflower is now going to dismiss everything that Barbie has claimed that may have had happened with her, including hacking, because she's now pissed and triggered. Wildflower is the one here who's triggered, not Barbie, because we haven't seen anything what Barbie has said so far. It's just Wildflower, blah 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 blah, and then Veda or Dr. Lopsided Tits, going blah 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 blah. And I do know that I have not removed my B right backs. Here we go. Now we're gonna start. I remember it.
Yes. Angry trolls, hateful, mean people. Yes, but not hacking.
Yeah, you would know because it's under your comment section. It's in your comment section under the video you made about Barbie, right?
And I can't sit there and say someone is hacking her. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. However, that first week when I didn't post anything yet, she kind of switched up on me then, and I should have took that as a red flag. I should have just said, okay, like just back away.
Where did she switch up on you? Can you please show us? Just blaming Barbie for your lack of research and you doing bullshit, nothing. Yeah, right. Chesh is getting better about this. I'm getting better.
She made me. She said, I guess a mommy blogger or somebody had committed suicide, and she mentioned something about how she felt very alone. I had been listening to her, I've been talking to her, I've been hearing her out, but because I hadn't said anything publicly or anyone saying anything publicly, she essentially was like, what if I caved myself? Would anyone care then? Would you speak out then?
Wow.
Would anyone speak out then?
Wow. Wow. Seriously. Now you're going to like she was being vulnerable with you in DMs and you're gonna put it out there and still not show us where she said it. Now she's doing this. This is the same thing that these guys did with Charla, or Charla is using, self-harm to threaten us. Same fucking thing. Exactly the same thing. And this is another creator. I'm still not joining the Discord, lol. You're lost, sweetie. So yeah, I'm just like, what? Wow. See how Wildflower just switched just cause Barbie criticized her? She just switched and now she's like out there just like putting out whatever she said in the messages to her about, maybe not feeling alone, isolated, and maybe she said on the lines, I want to just go away from all this, and now she's interpreting as maybe, she wants to self-harm when we have no way of knowing it. We have no way of knowing it. It's just Wildflower sitting there and talking shit about Barbie. That's it. Wow. Someone could be inappropriate in DMs. Doesn't mean you should go live about it, right? Right? You didn't do your research. It's Barbie's fault because she was blackmailing you with self-harm. Is that what you're trying to say, Wildflower? Where is it? Show us. We'd love to see it. But of course, it's just your word, right? We should just believe you. Stop breathing. What the fuck,
And that got me.
man?
I will say that got me, okay? Because I don't wish on nobody. And if she really feels like that, I'm very sorry. And if my video added to that, I'm so sorry. That
You're not sorry. You're out here, airing out what she said in DMs about self-harming, and you're villainizing her for it by making it sound like to everyone that she pressured you into making a video and you didn't get your time to do your research for that video because you pressured you by talking about self-harming herself and saying that, oh, maybe then you will talk if I self-harm myself. You are not sorry. You're pretending that you're sorry while you're attacking her. If. We don't know. This is all just Wildflower just babbling away. This is the same thing with Renelle. This is the same thing with Dr. Lopsided Tits here. They just babble away and they have nothing to show for it. Especially what has been spoken about in private or by someone else. They never demonstrated. Never ever demonstrated. We just like, trust me, bro. And just like villainize Barbie over here. Her calling her like triggered, and then Dr. Lopsided Tits calling her delusional and attention seeking. Yeah, imagine using suicide as a weapon. Yeah, right. You know, I would, if anybody said to me that I would, like, you know, you're not speaking out publicly for me and I want to like kill myself, I'll be like, fuck you. Fuck you for doing that to me. And tell them to go get help. Not make a live stream about it or a video about it like this fucking bitch sitting here doing that. Just cause someone said, why don't you curate your comment section? Wow, just fucking wow. Holy shit. Yeah, it's everybody else's fault that you didn't do your research. You felt pressured to do a video. When you started your sentence with, I think she wanted me to do a video. If you cannot handle yourself, if you cannot handle people coming in your inbox, don't let them in your inbox. And then don't go out airing their, you know, vulnerability to the world to, you know, to spit at. You're not sorry, Wildflower. You're not. Stop pretending that you're sorry.
I was not trying to do anything like that. But you know, I should have seen it then and seen like, okay, I don't know. I just feel like that was the first switch
Cry
up where it was like
more.
she was perfectly fine with
Cry more. Come on, give us more. This is not convincing me. Cry more. Give me more.
me, everything was good, and then boom, because I hadn't said anything because I was going through my own issue in life and had my own. You
Oh
guys
yeah,
know
you
if you
were.
follow me, like I've been
Now
going through.
we should worry that you were going through your own issues in your life, but we shouldn't worry that, you know, Barbie was going through her own issues. That doesn't matter, right? And that she was going through her own issues and she came to you and she spoke to you. She was vulnerable to you in DMs and you aired it out for the world to spit at. How fucking dare you try and use your own, you know, whatever's happening in your life now to deflect from accountability and responsibility and your lack of research that you admitted to yourself that you didn't do any. How dare you? How fucking dare you?
My own stuff.
Your untreated trauma and your selfishness is this is why you cannot make friends. So pretty much Wildflower Tea.
You know, you see how like now I'm gonna be an armchair, you know, body action, you know, body language reader. She cleared her throat, right? She cleared her throat. She knows Wildflower is full of shit and how Wildflower is being manipulated by, you know, deflecting responsibility by saying, "Oh, I was going through shit in my own life." She knows that. Why? That's why she cleared her throat. Let me, you know, use that further to like villainize Barbie. That's what's gonna happen. It's like, can you be more disgusting? Please.
Does a good deed for somebody, and her
That's what Renelle did, weaponizing her husband's cancer. Renelle did, weaponizing what happened to her as a child, what happened when someone, you know, was killed in her presence, and also, you know, and weaponizing her husband's cancer. All to deflect accountability. As soon as someone starts criticizing them, they start bringing up, you know, their personal shit.
reward was shaming and blaming,
All body language experts are experts. Okay.
guilting, and then the ultimate bomb at the very end, number 13, the last one where you drop the suicide card on her. This is
We don't know if she did. It's just Wildflower claiming that she did. That's the thing. It's just you guys claiming that she did. We have not seen it anywhere. Can we please be shown? If I go further here, anywhere, I can't see anything here. Nothing on screen to show that Wildflower demonstrates any DMs. Nothing. 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 Oops, sorry, my bad.
I just do. My sister won't leave her husband for that very.
Oh, wow.
I just feel like that's the very end, number 13, the last one where
Here we
you
go.
drop the suicide card on her.
And Munchkin using his dead brother. Yep. Yep.
This is just an assumption, but I'm guessing if your boyfriend.
You just said what the fuck is with this girl? Like again, like she said that's what definitely happened, and then she was like that's what I think happened. Can you decide? Can you stop making, you know, statements of absolute? And then again, saying that it's your opinion based on jack shit nothing.
Shaming and blaming.
Yeah, you can't resolve anything with these people because they want the drama for views. Yes, exactly.
Guilting. And then the ultimate bomb at the very end, number 13, the last one where you drop the suicide card on her. This is just an assumption, but I'm guessing if your boyfriend ever tries to leave you, do you pull that card on him? I just feel like that's a yes.
Huh? If your boyfriend ever tried to leave and you pull that card on them, it's very specific, right? It's the genders are very specific, Brittany. Why? Do you do that to your partner? Is that why? Can I make that assumption? Because you're giving that to us, right? Since you can pull shit out of your ass, I can at least make a knowledgeable assumption about because you use that very specific example. Is that a Freudian slip, Brittany, about you? How you manipulate your partner?
I just do. My sister won't leave her husband for that very reason. And
Again, sharing this shit about her sister. Do you have permission from your sister to talk about her? And her relationship with her partner? You might actually put her in danger by sharing this publicly. What if her toxic husband sees this and she ends up bearing the brunt of this? What are you doing? Oh, never mind, that's Manya's video. Ouch. Ouch. Well, it's unlisted. It's my video. Like I downloaded it and I put it on my channel. Of course, I'm not going to share it with people. Like
this is absolutely a cry of help. Barbie, seriously, if you need a friend that could probably, and I'm throwing this out, if you want a friend that could probably
wow.
handle it and definitely understand you.
You don't understand Barbie. You're just pretending to understand Barbie. This is like Brittany. This is from my notes. I'm just looking at it now, right? This is the note I made. Like Brittany is like saying, she's pretending to offer this like hand of friendship, right, and being empathetic on the condition that Barbie accepts their version of events about Barbie. You have to accept that this is what we want to put out in the world about you, that this is how you are. Then we will be your friends, then we will listen to you, or else just fuck off, we will keep on lying about you. We'll keep on lying about you anyways. Just accept that we are lying about you. And we will be your friends. This is so disgusting. Ew. It definitely looks like she ate a few Barbies. No, this is doing to Barbie. Vera's trying to do to Flower what Flower did to Barbie. I don't know if she's calling out to Barbie here, Chesh. She's not calling out to Wildflower.
This is absolutely a cry of help. Barbie, seriously, if you need
She's saying Barbie, seriously, if you need
a friend that could probably, and I'm throwing this out, if you want a friend that could probably handle it and definitely understand you, and I'm not gonna shame you or nothing like that. I will be real with you. You're gonna hate my fucking.
You have the whole video is you shaming Barbie. You have called her delusional so many times. How many times you have called her delusional? Delusional. You've called her delusional so many times. Like, here, I think this was a whole time opening the door so you may play mind tricks and saying some blah 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 blah. You call her delusional. Delusion, look, 10 times. 10 times in this stream. You've heard the use delusion for backwards Barbie. Huh? Oh, Veda is doing to Barbie what flop. Yeah, exactly. Yes. You made a rum smoothie. That's cool.
Guts most of the time, but that's what a real motherfucker and a friend would tell you. I'm not the type of friend that'll say you look good in this dress when you probably look, I want like a fat cow in polka dots. I'll straight up say that dress looks like shit.
Do you do that to your sister? Or do you do that to yourself when you look yourself in the mirror? Hmm? I'll never say call my friend a fat ass cow. That's so mean. Oh my god.
So if you just want a friend that's going to baby you and tell you what you want to hear, so that's probably why you won't contact me. And
Barbie, don't contact Brittany. Do not. She's dangerous as fuck. Do not do that. Do not contact this this abhorrent person, abhorrent human being. She'll do exactly what Wildflower did to you. Gain your trust, you'll be vulnerable with this bitch, and then if she has your number and if she doesn't like you later, she's gonna blast it all over the internet and dox you. Don't ever talk to this bitch here. Ever. Pot meat kettle, right? Then how is she friends with Steve, right? Oof. Pretending that this is like so conditional, right? This is like conditional. Like, I will be a friend and I will listen to you if you accept my version of events about you, right? That you're delusional and you're looking for attention for your PTSD and you're not getting it, blah, 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 blah. And acting like all morally superior and condescending at the same time. It's reeking. It's like my nose is burnt up. It's so reeking. It's coming through the stream, Dr. Lopsided Tits. God.
If you're looking for that kind of friend, that's not going to happen, and you won't be able to do any of this kind of shit if you do reach out to me, because I'll cut it quick. If you really want a friend that is down
No,
for you,
you don't do that. You let them say whatever what they have to, and then you use it against them. We've seen that. You did that with Charla. And then you doxed Charla.
that'll defend you and stuff. You got to be real with them too. You can't play these games with them. You should say sorry to her. I mean, you got her crying, got her upset. You got her doubting her. Basically, she's doubting herself.
No, but she's saying I'm gonna call you a cow, fat ass cow. That's what she said. Why would you call someone a fat ass cow for a dress that they're wearing that they like? You can tell them that it doesn't suit you. You know. Why would you call someone a fat ass cow?
She didn't think she did good enough.
I'll take it. I'll
You put her
cut it
down, you
quick.
cast her
Yeah,
out.
right.
Now you're trying to act like have that thrown out, that sort of innuendo thrown out there, like I could do this to myself, and I got you.
We don't know that. It's just Wildflower's word. And you're just like your premise is on a very shaky ground. It has nothing to back it.
Now Wildflower T's going to worry that you're going to do it. It's going to be her fault. That's shitty to do. Suicide is nobody's fault. But you're like, would anybody care then? Somebody would care, but you got to care back. You got to be compassionate. You got to see somebody other than yourself.
Stop acting like you care, Brittany. You don't care. Why would you make fun of someone's weight when you're plus size, right? That's why I said maybe she says this to herself when she looks in the mirror. You know what I mean? That's why I don't talk about someone's looks. Only hers, because she does the same. Because I've run out of my patience with this bitch. She's so manipulated. She acts like she knows everything when she doesn't. Especially when it's mental health and well-being. Sometimes suicide is someone's fault. Yes, we have had cases where partners and friends have like pushed people to, and people have bullied others, like, and they have committed suicide. What the fuck is she talking about? Suicide is nobody's fault.
If you can't see through yourself, no one's going to see through you or see you. My mind shuts off with selfish people like that. You got to be selfless. Like, I don't know.
Stop lecturing people, alright? You bitch. Stop being a condescending, lecturing bitch.
I explain it. What do y'all think before we get to
Yeah, what do you think with all the information I gave you?
Renelle? I'm trying to not make this a 4-hour stream. We're almost done, I promise.
And it's a 3-hour, 40-minute stream, and we are already 3 hours in it. Yeah, right. Yeah, it was true. She didn't make it a 4-hour. She made it a 3-hour, 40-minute stream.
Yeah, that part broke my heart for Wildflower. I think the way you handled this is very good. I was worried. I admit you're doing it well. I was worried.
Yeah, right, obviously.
Too, because you know me, Greenworm.
No, Brittany, I know you better than Greenworm. Trust me. With all you have shown me, I know you better than anyone else.
You were thinking the same shit I was. I was like, damn. I was worried at the beginning of the stream. I said, damn, Megan's dropping fucking, what are those links? I said, damn, I can't be doing that bad. I hope I'm not making this like a funeral stream, because she's over here dropping domestic violence links and shit. And I was about to say, am I doing that bad already?
Now you're going after Megan? Really? What the fuck?
But I know why she's dropping those, because we're talking about touchy topics. That's why I put a trigger warning.
Where did you put the trigger warning? There's nothing trigger warning in here. Did I miss it? There's nothing in here. Where is it? Where is the trigger warning? Huh?
I'm trying to be.
She told nothing in this description. She said nothing in the beginning that I'm gonna trauma dump on my audience out of the blue. Nothing. Oh yeah, she put in a trigger warning, guys. What the fuck? Now, like almost 3 hours in, you're gonna put a trigger warning after you've said everything, talked about everything, including suicide? Really? Really?
be very, if this was nonsense or anybody else, I'm babying you too in a way, sort of, because I know that you can't control it. It's called distorted thoughts. Those have to be.
Oh yeah, now I'm gonna pretend I know what I'm talking about. Distorted thoughts. I'm babying you. I'm not gonna I wouldn't have babied Barbie, but I'm gonna baby you. I have double standards, guys.
Retrained. Your brain has to be retrained from the distorted thoughts to normal thoughts, and you have a lot of distorted.
Oh, there we go. Dr. Lopsided tits here. The armchair psychologist and the psychiatrist.
Thoughts. If you don't know what that means, just look it up. I think you're a great creator. There would be nothing in your way, girl. You would shoot to the very top if you would just get that therapy and apologize to these people and just say, look.
Yeah, if you follow my conditions, you will be great. In my dictionary, you're going to be a great person if you follow my conditions. Who's looking for your approval, bitch? Who the fuck is looking for your approval?
Instead of saying you're causing me mental issues, say I'm getting help for my mental issues.
Yeah, other people cannot affect your mental issues. Like abusers don't abuse their, victims, right? Right? What the fuck? This is so manipulated and gaslighty.
Apologize for how I treated you due to my mental issues. I didn't mean to take them out on you, and thank you for not enabling my actions that my mental issues are causing. I think that would be a good way to go. Hey, Jess.
Fucking fat cow.
See? Did you just get here? Thank you. I'm trying. But I was worried just like you were.
LaRusso,
did you
that
just get
fucking asshole who came and started
take them out on you, and thank you for not enabling my actions. Did you just get here? Thank you.
Yeah, and hey Veda, good stream so far. Yeah, just Jesse LaRusso would know.
Trying. But I was worried just like you were. But I have PTSD too, so I can really, my feelings get hurt easy too, and I think that's.
I seriously doubt. Since you can sit and doubt other people's shit, I can say that too, right, about you, right? I doubt.
Barbie's very sensitive, but once you grow confidence,
it looks like that all the excuses you would make, you're projecting it onto Barbie. That's what it sounds like to me.
You don't. I was like that a lot of my childhood, but I was also a fighter. I was the type though that.
There we go, trauma dumping again on your audience. There we go, and she was accusing Barbie of doing that, and she showed nothing for it. This whole stream has been this Dr. Lopsided tits here trauma dumping on her viewers. That's all she has been doing. And trying to present it as if a way that she's trying to empathize with Barbie when she's using this to set personal standards of how someone should behave or someone with a particular condition should behave. And if they don't behave that way, then Veda, Dr. Lopsided tits here, sits here and just dismisses anything they have to say or any criticism they might have had for someone else. That's what this is.
My weakness was disabled people and
what?
people that had it hard. And I remember the first time I was in high school, I was in middle school, and there was a group of girls.
Yeah,
there was this kid. He had this dysplasia, where your limbs don't work, like his muscles didn't work, muscular dystrophy, and he also had autism, so he had to wear these headphones to keep noise away because it'd make him scream. And he was going down his walker in the hallway. I remember, like, and these group of girls pulled the walker out from in front of him, and
were you part of those girls? Were you part of that group, Veda? By the sounds of it, maybe you were.
Went head first to the ground, and I remember my body just flushed red, pissed. And I had opened my school book bag. I got my geography book and just started swinging at those girls' faces with it. I was pissed, dude.
The first time I was in high school, I was in middle school, right?
That hurt me. Like, it hurt me to see that. If anybody got bullied in school, I'd be dumb.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're looking sideways. Yeah, that tells me that you're fucking just, pulling shit out of your fat ass.
That would fight 10.
And now you're subjected to Brittany, like, talking about her, me. That's what this is. And you know what I have for that? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, God. Where's that one? Hold on. Chesh, where is it? That nope. Hold on. I have it. I have it. I have it. Okay, hang on.
No, so much nope.
Nope.
No, so much nope.
Nope. Hang on, hang in there.
No, 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 no.
Let me just. Oh God. Uh, this is what we're gonna do. Ay, 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 ay. Here we go. Ah, God. For the first time in my regret. You did that. You gave it to me. Well, you gave that to me. Regret.
No, 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 no.
Let me just.
No, 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 no. So much nope.
Nope, nope. Oh God, you have created a monster. Mistakes.
girls. The way I look at it is, I'll fight you if you're 6 foot tall with abs and you're a man, because to me, it's more respectable to fight and lose than not fight at all. And
Oh my God, she sounds like Sherry Papini. You know Sherry Papini? That fucking like Nazi bitch who like pretended that she got kidnapped and blamed like two like unexisting like Mexican women. That's what like this fucking Dr. Loop-sided tit sounds like that. She sounds like that Nazi fucking bitch like Sherry Papini.
you can ask my sister. I got suspended like 18 times for fighting. This girl was sleeping with my sister's boyfriend, and I found out about it. It was my best
Who the fuck are you?
friend sleeping with my sister's boyfriend, and it was prom week, and that girl decided to get my sister's face in the cafeteria. Most people didn't know me and Angel were sisters. That's how private I was, because she had long. We didn't look anything alike. She had long brown hair.
I refuse to believe you that you were private. You're not a private person. You're here airing shit from your sister's personal life for everybody to talk about so you can go like, look at me, I'm such a good guy. Really? Are you so insecure that you have to like talk shit from your childhood or actually make up shit from your childhood so you can show people that you're a good guy? It's the same as Renelle who keeps on saying, I'm a classy lady. I'm grown, I'm a very good mother. I'm a good person, I'm very kind hearted. You have to repeat it again and again to make yourself believe that you're the good guy. You know what I mean? It's like so stupid. Come on. Like everybody can see through that. Like stop sharing your sister's personal shit publicly like that. God, have some empathy for your sister. How about that? And maybe it's possible those girls that you're talking about now, they're changed people, they're better people, and you're like look making them look like assholes when they might not be assholes anymore. It was middle school. That's what you said, middle school or high school. People are assholes. They might not be assholes anymore. They might be better adults than you are, and you're trying to make them look like an asshole by sharing shit that happened like whenever. Like what the to make yourself look like a good person when we know you're not. When you get pissed, you dox people. God. Boy, am I glad I started this early because it's gonna take us some time because this is so stupid.
I was blonde. Nobody knew we were sisters that whole high school career, seriously. And so my best friend didn't even know it. I never even told her who my sisters were. I was just very private.
Yeah, clearly
And
Veda's
she
not
gets in my
over
sister's
it.
face across the cafeteria. But I
I've had so much shit happen like in high school, right? Not this level because, I come from a very conservative culture, right? So we were not worried about this. We were worried about the most mundane shit. Like we were worried about competitions and shit. That's what we were worried about. Why didn't I get selected? Why is he getting selected all the time for the competition team when I'm better than him? I know that. All that shit. That's what we were like. We were competitive in that way. There was not girlfriend and boyfriend. It wasn't it because we would get our asses whooped if we were not focusing on our studies and we were like into all that bullshit. That's how conservative the school was and our culture. So like and I still don't talk about that because I don't need to prove that whatever happened in high school presents how I am like today as an adult because I'm different now. Why did Slytherin with the goddamn house come? Hey, listen, during the time when I was the vice captain and the captain of my house was Jupiter, right? Jupiter. Our houses were named on the planets. My house was Jupiter. While I was the vice captain and the captain, 2 consecutive years, my house won the cup. So yeah. Okay, we're getting too much into the past now. Okay, see how I'm like cringing at it, and I just want to move on.
already knew what was going on. And I just remember jumping up on that table and just like pounding her head into the table, like, don't go.
Why? What? Just cause she was sleeping, or did she beat your sister? Is that what you're saying? And instead of getting an adult involved, you decided to jump in and like, how didn't you go to jail for that? For beating someone up? That's a battery minimum. You should have gone to jail for it as a juvie. Huh? Percy Money Weasley. Yeah, violent as fuck. Like, she should have been in jail as a juvie. Huh? You got away with beating someone? Excuse me? Huh? That's why I know she's lying. She's lying as fuck.
Go for my sister. And I had to learn and change my behavior at 18.
18. Were you okay? So you were 18 when you did that. I don't get it. How, as even as a minor, you got away by beating someone, like pounding their head into a table? I don't get it. I seriously don't get it, because that's a minimum battery. Really.
I was raised by the street, and it's just like fight, 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 physically fight. But then I found
She sounds exactly like Sherry Papini, guys. Seriously. She sounds like Sherry Papini. 18 isn't a minor. No, it's not. Like, she should have been in jail for attacking someone as being 18. I think so in some states you become an adult above 17, if I'm not wrong. As soon as you turn 17, you're considered an adult, especially when you are violent and you physically attack people. Yeah, when Smitty from the live chat, when I was in school, you got in trouble for fighting, right? She would be charged, and if her family was abusive, they probably didn't press. Even if you defended yourself, fighting back is just as bad. Her sister has it rough, damn. Yeah, right? God, dealing with this nightmare. Holy shit.
out you can catch a charge like that, so don't do it. And so I had to learn to use my words. That's why you hear me talk to nonsense the way I do. Is
That tells me she never laid a hand on anyone. She was a fucking pussy. She never laid a hand on anyone because she knew the consequences. GG. Now she sounds exactly like Sherry Papini, exaggerating everything. Oh, I was this tough girl who got into fights and blah 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 and defended my people, blah 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 blah. She sounds exactly like that.
I have to try to do it not verbally abusively, but try to do it in the most fair manner. I wait to see how someone comes at me, and usually they come.
Madam, you doxed Charla because Charla was just using her words. So please, don't try and convince yourself. You're trying to convince yourself at this point.
At me sideways, and then it's fair game to me. Like nonsense came out swinging with.
Yeah, I can't physically fight people on internet, therefore I learned to bully with my words, right? Remember when that who was it? Was it Burn Toast or was it Tiger Talks who like exposed how Veda was stealing art, right? And how Veda reacted to that? Anyone remember that? That stream? Yeah. Yeah, you use your words. Yeah, we know how you use your words. Fucking Dr. Lopsided tits.
This fucking horrible ass bitch, you bitch, this. And so I was like, cunt bitch. It just depends on how you come at me, and you've never came at me, so you don't deserve any of that.
I'm coming at you. Come at me, bitch. Come at me. I'm coming at you. Come at me. You fucking cunt. There we go. Fucking asshole.
But I hate bullies. A nonsense is a bully. Straight up bully.
Nonsense is a bully. Who the fuck are you to label people bullies? You are a bully right here bullying Barbie, sitting here defending another bully called Renelle. Actually, you're defending two bullies, Wildflower and Renelle, while being a bully yourself. Fuck, get the fuck out of here, you fucking cry bully. And then you cry, oh, you are attacking my looks, when you attack everybody else's looks. God.
Katie's a bully. I just don't like bullies. I clearly meant to say recording, laugh out loud. I clearly meant to say recording. What happened? Barbie is too much of a chicken shit to engage, though, because she would have to admit that she is undiagnosed and untreated, and then she wouldn't be able to keep playing her.
There we go. She's asking her audience based on what she has told them about Barbie. That she dismissed that Barbie has claimed that she's gone through therapy. Oh no, Barbie hasn't gone through therapy. And here we are, another person in her live chat. Barbie is too much of a chicken shit to engage, though she would have to had to admit that she is undiagnosed and untreated, and then she wouldn't be keep playing her pity card. Here we go. Who's the bully now, Veda? You fucking Dr. Lopsided tits. Should have put a label up here under here somewhere, you know, to cover this fucking blank canvas here. Dr. Lopsided tits. Alex Markle, she knows that you're a heavyweight in the words department who could dumpster her in a hurry without trying. I'm not even trying right now. I'm not even looking at my notes. I'm not even looking at my notes right now.
Her dirty pity card. Yeah, and I also think she uses her mental problems to grift. Like, if everybody feels sorry for me in my mental state, they're going to know that I financially need.
If this is not bullying, then I don't know what bullying is. She's accusing someone of grifting without any proof. But you know who grifted? Renelle Smith grifted. She begged people for money for a lawyer, and then she bought her daughter a Tesla. She had money to buy her kids Tesla, but she didn't have money for a lawyer. Really? Wow. And we know she represented herself in the court. It's on her Twitter. You know, in the court filing she put out, she represented herself, so she didn't even have a lawyer. So where did all that money go? So we know who grifts.
Need help. You're using your mental problems to your benefit, and it's hurting people. That's going to be where your reputation goes.
I think so. We know whose reputation is gone now. You are the one with the restraining order. Right? You are the one with the restraining order. What does Veda call herself? Does she call herself an influencer? Does she still call herself an influencer? Let me just double check. What does she call herself on her Twitter profile? Influencer slash creator, YouTube and Facebook. And if I go to her channel, when she has no videos, nothing. The last video was a year ago, and the last live was a year ago. Unless she is hiding and she is streaming somewhere else. I don't know. Like her crime news channel, like that, the crime time news channel is gone. It's someone else's channel there now, right? And yeah. What else? What else? She's got so many like Facebook pages. Oh, that's where she has been sharing stuff like news and shit. And some of the pages don't even exist anymore. God, 5 Facebook pages. Oh no, there's a support one. Oh yeah, she's asking, begging for money. Without a crystal ball exposed. She's got at least 4 private pages. By the looks of it. What is she doing on Instagram? When was the last time she posted? Oh, I can't go in there because I'm not on Instagram. Okay. Crime Rewind. That channel doesn't exist anymore. So, yeah. Like, how are you an influencer and a creator when you're not creating anything? I don't get it. She's busy making content out of kids on Fortnite. Yeah. She used to, yeah. Don't remind me about that, please. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to sleep now. We'll listen to the rest later. Yeah, sure, man. We got like 40 minutes left.
I know you're going to label it a lie, but don't be surprised if that lie ends up being true, that you think I'm lying about. Just saying.
So you're admitting you're lying about her and you're hoping that it might become true. Huh? Okay, thanks for admitting that you're lying about Barbie.
Yeah, nonsense is a huge bully. Fuck her. She deserved every bit of what I gave her. She deserved it. She framed a fucking
Oh, wow.
woman.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Nonsense is a bully, so whatever I said about her, even if it's not true, she deserved it. Yeah, got it. Oh, yeah.
At that point, you're getting cussed out. I don't give a
Maybe
damn
by
about your
creator
mental
she
health.
means God. Maybe.
When you do shady shit like that, at that point, fuck you. That's just how I think.
Yeah,
Barbie
yeah.
hasn't done anything to me, so that's why I'm
You
being
don't
respectful.
think, you just react. That's what you do. You don't think before you speak. That this whole stream is an example of
Now
that.
she comes at me sideways. The next stream might not be so nice, but right now I'm trying to get through to her to show her what people that don't have any insight can't see how they're acting. You have to show them how they're acting. And
You're not showing anything. You have not shown anything that Barbie has said. You're just going off of what other people are claiming what Barbie has done. That's not how you demonstrate shit. You have to directly show what directly Barbie has said, and you've shown nothing for it. Nothing.
and that's what I'm trying to do with her. So hopefully,
No, you're trying to you're putting down conditions that if she doesn't act a certain way, you're going to bully her. That's what you're doing.
she'll be receptive. So next we're going to go to Renelle. I keep getting a browser setting that says force quit. Let me sign into StreamYards through my phone so that I don't lose my stream, and then I can refresh the browser. Give me just a second. I don't know why it's still saying this shit. Give me just a second.
You're set up as shit.
Let me mute myself.
Even my laptop, which is like 10 years old, can handle this shit.
There's not that loud noise.
Oh god. Okay, let me just...
Hoping that wouldn't happen. All right. There's just a lot to this that I'm trying to get done in 2 streams, but we're on Renelle.
Finally.
And if these 2 streams don't work, then I'm going to literally show her her behavior, which I probably...
Oh no. Oh, okay. So you were just gonna yap and rant for 2 streams, and then you were gonna show. I thought you were prepared for 3 days for this. So what you're doing is you're prepping and preening your audience to be mad at Barbie, so that when you present something next time, they see manipulation in there when there's none. They are already biased. They're full of bias when you show something to them next time. The 3rd time. Right. Okay.
Probably will do anyway, but just... All right, with Renelle, this is what... I'm trying to help you, Barbie, because I don't like you coming at... The only reason I'm helping you, you don't even know me or know why. I have no reason to help you.
Stop pretending that you're trying to help her. You're trying to bait her into coming to you and talk to you so you can use her further for content. That's what you're trying to do. That's what Wildflower Tea did. You all do that. Stop pretending that you're trying to help her while you're attacking her and calling her delusional. That's not how you help people.
To help you is because you decided to go for after my friend Renelle and LB and Charlotte, and no. So I'm trying to help you correct the behavior before...
Now I'm gonna attack you because you dare criticize Renelle and tell her to stop bullying her by lying about her. Yeah, right. How dare you?
Get blasted. Can't say I didn't warn you, sort of thing.
Now you're gonna say you didn't you're trying to warn her now, right?
So let me reread just in case you weren't here.
Like, this is a threat. She's threatening her. She's like, oh, I warned you. Behave the way I want you to behave, or else I'm coming after you. You didn't behave the way I wanted you to behave. Here I am. I'm gonna attack you now. I'm gonna bully you. This is what this is. And she's still trying to pass it off as, gaslight the shit out of, gaslight Barbie by saying, oh, I'm still trying to help you,
At the beginning, I just want to read what was said to Renelle real quick. Renelle Smith, shut up. Oh my God, you're doing nothing but triggering people's mental health. Girl, stop. I will sue you and everybody else for lying on me constantly. What did she lie about? Every bit that she's saying is true, or her opinion. The only thing that you could sue her for is if it's a crime that she's accusing you of, then that would be...
No, there's something called defamation, you fucking bitch.
Defamation if she wasn't able to...
There's libel and slander.
Prove a serious allegation, but she's not accused you of doing anything
threat,
but grifting,
right?
which all we got to do is pull a clip from your last video and figure that out. Okay, and then...
Oh, so people need to go and watch the video and then try and, add bias to that. Oh yeah, she's grifting. Just watch it. You're not going to demonstrate that. Renelle is not going to demonstrate that. Nah.
Here she said, I told LB to get her subscribers out of my comments, emails, and messages harassing me nonstop. Now, how the fuck is she? She got 80,000 people. How's she going to know who's who?
We just saw how it happened. Wildflower made a video. There were comments under there where Barbie was saying that people are lying about her, and Wildflower refused to curate her comment section. That's how it happens. And Wildflower said, I'm fine with people saying whatever about Barbie. She said that. Do you think if Wildflower had said, please do not lie about Barbie under my comment section, people would have had a chance to do that? That's the same shit you All of you do. You don't curate your comment section. You don't make your positions clear. You pretend you're neutral when you're not because you like controversy. You make content of controversy. And here we are today. And you're wondering why Barbie's under the impression that Renelle's followers and subscribers are coming to her in comments and DMs. Really? After what we just saw Wildflower claim? Really?
So you're blaming her and going after her over this. And why are they in your comments? They're defending LB because you didn't fucking credit LB, which looks like on purpose.
What the fuck is this thing about crediting people? Why are you so guys insecure that you cannot, like, you have to get credit for something? What the fuck is that? LB is not an independent, like a big enough creator that she needs to get credit of other people, other creators? Really? How you're so petty and pathetic? Really? So because Barbie didn't like give her credit, you guys are attacking her? That warrants attacking her and bullying Barbie because she didn't credit LB for some reason? Was it that of a big deal? Is LB a fucking on the ground reporter of some kind? Really? Really? You fucking gossiping fishwives. And is LB saying that, okay, I don't like it that she hasn't, credited me? I thought, can't LB, like, speak for herself? Really? Really? What the fuck is this shit? Petty shit.
Jealousy's a bitch, man.
Why do you make me hurt you, right?
No, Renelle and Elle, y'all are all threatening my mental health, which is a lot more dangerous. But from the looks of your content, let me read that again. No, Renelle and Elle, y'all are
Dr. Lopsided Tits can't even read English now.
all threatening my mental health, which is a lot more dangerous. But from the looks of your content, that's your goal. So she's saying that y'all making content on her is damaging her mental health. Okay. It only can damage your mental health if you allow it. You look for the harassment.
What?
You look for the negative.
What?
You're
If you allow it? What? Hold on.
damaging her mental health. Okay. It only can damage your mental health if you allow it. You look for the harassment. You look for the negative.
Oh yeah, here we go. We're gonna blame the victim here. Right. Brilliant. Let's blame the victim. Holy shit. Huh? What? Hang on a minute. I need to do something because this is fucking ridiculous. Just blame the victim. Let's just blame the victim, right? Huh? What the fuck did I just hear? Why is Veda blaming the victim here? And this is mental health advocacy. This is her trying to help her. Guys, this is her trying to help. Huh? What the fuck? Huh? I'm gonna get some coffee. I need some more coffee for this. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, huh? What the fuck? I'm just so done. Nice mental health you got there. Be ashamed if something happened to it, right? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm just like, huh? God. I- I'm so done with this bitch. Like, she sits there and she's like blaming Barbie, like, you do this, you do that, blah, 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 and just excuses Renelle's behavior, her own behavior, like, while she blames everyone else for what she's doing, for what, Veda herself does. You made me do it. She tells others, you made me do it, and then tells others, no, you are responsible for your own shit. I didn't do it. Fucking hell. Huh? Like, how can you be so, like, unfeeling and cruel, right? How can you dismiss someone, what someone is going through, by telling that you are addicted to this thing? This is classic victim blaming here. And like, this is psychological projection, and this is pathologi- pathological language. Let's go with that, right? What the fuck, man? Okay, I'm gonna get some more coffee. Give me 5 minutes. I need more coffee for this. This is so stupid, really. This is so stupid. God. What is this shit? Seriously.
You're addicted to the harassment. You're addicted to being the victim.
Addicted
You're
to
addicted
harassment?
addicted to having the proof that you're a victim to validate yourself. You've got to stop doing that. Stop it.
Wow,
We will
just
address it.
fucking wow. Just because someone said, your lies are affecting my mental health, please stop lying about me. Holy shit. Holy shit.
And I will be the bigger one and invite them both on my channel. You want to talk? Let's talk. Stop talking about me and talk to me. Then why are they blocked? How are they going to get a hold of you to do a stream if they're blocked?
Where are they blocked? Please show us that she blocked them. And when was this? When was this screenshot taken? Hmm? Maybe she hadn't blocked them at that time. Maybe she was expecting them. Maybe she blocked Renelle after Renelle made that video that we covered the first time. We don't know. Just sitting here and just making claims, and we are just like, yeah, trust me, bruh. God damn it.
Guarantee neither one will step up and be the woman they should be. As soon as LB or Renelle were to go up on that panel, she's going to talk all about herself. Renelle's going to try to tell, maybe probably some of, how she has trauma too. Try to
the projection over here. Oh my god, this whole stream has been Veda talking about herself. Okay, you know what? I forgot. Again. But I remembered. I remembered. Like, what the
show
fuck?
Barbie she's not the only one that has trauma, but Barbie would most likely zone out and be like, oh my God, I'm fucking bored. This isn't about me. I don't care about your trauma. I only care about my trauma.
Projection. Projection. Pure projection. Dr. Lopsided Tits here has spent this whole stream talking about her own experience and own shit, her own life. Pure projection. And she has admitted it twice that she doesn't know Barbie, but she's gonna make claims about what Barbie will do, what has not even happened. Oh my god.
What would be the point of them coming up on your stream? And you probably just sit and stare at Elle and wish you looked like her. So it would be a waste of fucking time. Anyways, guarantee neither one will step up and be the woman they should be. Meanwhile, I'll still be over here lifting women up. I'm so tired of constantly getting messages showing me evil and hate, but ironically, I don't get messages showing anybody supporting me because you don't look for any supporting you. You don't care about those. You just care about the negative ones. If you look for negative, all you're going to get is negative.
She
I don't
said
ever see
it's
you doing a
coming
stream
to
that
her
says positive.
DMs. How is she gonna go and look for her DMs? Like, if she's only getting negative stuff in her DMs, how is she gonna, like, conjure up, like, positive shit? How is she gonna do that? Magically conjure up positive shit in her DMs and emails if people are sending her just hate? What the fuck are you talking about? Do you listen to yourself? That's what I keep saying. These people read, but they don't understand what the fuck they're reading. God. Holy shit. I'll be back, guys. Give me 2 minutes. Give me one. All right, I'm back.
Comments about me, and when you did do one, it was like 20 minutes versus the 40-minute one, before that. At this point, I'm afraid you make sock accounts to leave mean comments under your own videos to have content. That's where I'm literally going at this point.
Just like accused her of making sock accounts with nothing to back. Just accused her, just randomly, Somehow she's supposed to conjure up positive, comments in her DMs and in her emails. I don't know if she's only getting negative stuff, then how is she supposed to like find positive? Like this is so stupid. And then now she's like accusing her of like building like sock accounts for negative comments when she has no way of knowing that. Why? Because she wants to deflect from the point that Renelle's video is causing, and Renelle and her lies and Wildflower's lies about her are causing people to attack her. She wants to deflect, so it's like, no, 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 she's doing it to herself. What's more plausible here? Hmm? Someone making sock accounts, having the time of the day to make sock accounts to, say negative things about themselves and then focus on that negative thing and then use that as like, oh yeah, you are causing it and it's causing me to affect my mental health, or your subscribers going directly to her and, attacking her because of the rhetoric you have put out about her. What's more plausible? I think so. We know what's more plausible. That's how you do it, Brittany. If you really, really, really want to set up a scenario of what is more plausible, that's how you do it. God.
Stop and read this. We are all human. We all make mistakes. We all struggle at some point in time. There's always a lesson and reason. When we make mistakes, we should learn from those mistakes, grow, and do better to be the better humans. The only way you're going to grow is if you are willing to listen, and you absolutely are not willing to listen.
Why should she listen to people who are pretending to be empathetic while attacking her and calling her delusional and telling her that she is responsible for getting attacked? When she has said nothing, she has done nothing but said, please stop lying about me. That's all she has said. And you're accusing her of making sock accounts. Why should she listen to you? No one will listen to like why would someone listen to someone who's treating them like shit and lying about them and accusing them of being delusional and making sock accounts? What? Performative. This is all performative.
Listen.
And then it's Barbie's fault for not taking this, for taking this crap. Of course. How dare an abused person not listen to their bully? A bully telling them, do this or else I won't stop bullying you.
Some people will always throw your past mistakes at you as an attempt to paint you as a monster. Girl, you live in the past.
How?
You live
Where?
there.
Where?
That's
just sitting there and just making a comment just out of the blue. Like, huh?
the reason everybody throws the past at you, because you live there. Those people are the ones who don't know yet how to grow and be better people. No, you don't know how to grow and be better people because you can't wake up and realize the damage you're doing to this, the harm you're doing to yourself by living in the past.
Where is she living in the past? Please show us. Like, yeah, and we should listen to you, Dr. Armchair Detective over here, and the armchair psychologist and psychiatrist. Sorry. Dr. Lopsided Tits here. Yeah. She's gonna tell us that someone's living in the past without demonstrating nothing, showing nothing for it. Right.
Living in that PTSD. You are absolutely feeding that PTSD with all it's fucking got, girl. Set the example.
And if
girl,
you look at it, right? If we looked at it, it's Renelle Smith and LEB. She's not talking about Veda. So Veda and Veda said she's defending Renelle Smith and LB over here. Veda has nothing to do with the situation. She's only inserting herself in here because she wants to defend Renelle and LB. Renelle, who's another bully just like Veda. And she is getting mad at, at Barbie for not just taking bullshit from them. For not accepting the abuse from them. She's abusing her further for it. Because the abused is standing up to the abuser. This is what they do. This is what they make people go through.
Know yet how to grow and be better people. No, you don't know how to grow and be better people because you can't wake up and realize the damage you're doing to this, the harm you're doing to yourself by living in the past.
This is Dr. Lopsided here, lopsided tits here, like projecting. We have seen how Dr. Lopsided Tits here, aka Vera Jade, aka Brittany Hansen, has spoken about her past, about her high school, about her sister, about her childhood, about her, you know, exes and everything. She's the one living in the past, and she's projecting it onto Backwards Barbie. And Backwards Barbie has made a very good assessment. If Brittany is taking this personally because she knows Backwards Barbie is right. It's Renelle Smith who stays in the past, who uses her past as an excuse when it's pointed out that she's being a bullying bitch. And these people cannot take it that Barbie has read them through and through about living in the past and using past to deflect from their own actions, present actions. These are the people who use their past as an excuse to do what they're doing right now in the present. That's what Veda has done in this whole live stream. Talk about this is what happened in my past. This is what with my sister boyfriend, my sister's boyfriends, my best friend, blah 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 blah. And Renelle Smith about what happened in her childhood, about her husband's cancer. That's not there anymore, by the way. These are the women who are living in the past and they're projecting it onto Barbie.
You're living in that PTSD. You are absolutely feeding that PTSD with all it's fucking got, girl.
How do you feed PTSD? Please tell us how. Dr. Lopsided Tits here.
Set the example, girl. You should set the example by saying, look, my shit's treated, it's managed. Look, I'm a great person. I got like 100,000 subscribers. Now beat that. That's what you should be doing.
It's all about subscribers and views for these people. The ad populum fallacy. Seriously, I'm gonna make it a little more faster because this is ridiculous.
Instead, you're letting us hold you down, put you to the ground, and take over your life and ruin your content. Show the world how to take accountability and grow. And if you want to make money, go fucking live. Don't ask for a super chat like 80 times during your stream. But shit.
You do that all the time. Should we go and see how many links do you have to support you on your fucking homepage? Hang on there. Hold on. Shall we look at that? Hold on. If I bring this up here, right? And I go here. 13 more links, right? Cash App, right? Communities. Profile, right? Locals, members only, support, become supporter of Veda Jade's profile. Patreon. I don't know what the fuck do you have on Patreon, but okay, whatever. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, like, you are the one. If I look at this one, this live you did, right? And if I go here, right? Look at Suzanne, Nini, blah 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 blah. Okay, not this one maybe. Oh, Steve. Oh, look, right down the rabbit hole. Southern Mutton, all the fucking bullies in one place. Right? There we go. If I look at this one, the description of this one, right? PayPal me, Cash App, Kick, right? TikTok, Threads, Tumblr, Veda Spice, blah blah blah. Pixabay.com music. Like, come on, dude. Again, projecting.
That's how you make money, girl. Why are you doing pre-recorded videos? Go live. Let people super chat you a couple times a week.
Don't be a shill. Same thing as I've always heard from you. Do as I say, not as I do.
And show yourself and interact with your audience. Like, duh. Show the world exactly who you are. There's never nothing good to come out of trying to hurt somebody's mental health. So if I hear the word mental health one more fucking time, mine's about to be compromised.
There we go. Trivializing and minimizing mental health by dismissing it. While she's like pulling up that fucking dress that she can't handle. That dress is making me go nuts. If you cannot handle a dress, don't wear it. Fucking hell.
Backwoods doesn't realize that because people aren't watching her content isn't because of the internet, it's because of her content. Yeah. They went after Charlotte too now. Yeah, Charlotte was the one that stood by her the longest, guys, the longest, and she didn't turn on her.
Please show
Good luck
us.
with that. You're not the first person to try to get through to her, and all the ones that have tried has come after.
This is not her trying to get through to her. This is just her bullying her and telling her, behave the way as I want you to behave, or else I'll keep bullying you. That's what this is. How are you trying to help someone by calling them delusional, by telling them that they're feeding their PTSD, that they're looking for negative attention?
From what I have seen, well, if she keeps going after it, if she doesn't want to listen to me, just leave Renelle and Elle alone. If you don't want to listen to anything I say, leave Renelle and Elle alone, and I'll leave you alone. You can just deal with your PTSD over on the other side of YouTube in the crazy section with everybody else. And I'm crazy as fuck too, so I have the pathway to say you're crazy because I know I.
Here we go. Because I call myself crazy, I can call you crazy too. No, that's not how it works. You want to degrade your mental health and not take it seriously. Fine, go for it. That's your mental health, but you don't get to do that to others. No. All right? And again, this is the whole thing. Stop going after my friends. That's the whole point of this whole live stream. Not helping Barbie. Just telling her, leave my friends alone, or else I'll continue with this shit. That's why I keep saying, oh, I'm gonna do part 2, and I'm then gonna actually show her in part 3. This is all part of that bullying thread that she's putting out there. If you don't stop, I'll do another one, and then another one. That's what this is. We try to teach that nerd a lesson with tough love, right? Oh, he just needs to toughen up. You want to call yourself crazy and shit. That's your prerogative. Go ahead, call it. But you don't get to call other people crazy and delusional and like tell them that they're feeding their PTSD and looking for negative attention when you know, and minimizing their mental health and dismissing whatever, you know, criticism they have for you, and undermine their credibility just because they are they are pointing out that your friend is lying about them. All right? That makes you a hypocrite. That makes you dishonest, untrustworthy.
I am too. So let's go. Next. Okay, Renelle's are all, it was just 8-minute video that I did of Renelle's, because I just want to show what you did to Renelle and how you made her feel and how you played the same manipulation card on her that you did with her. And that's what we're going to do for each creator. You're projecting onto them.
It's like as if each creator, each one of you, sorry guys, give me a second, I just got a message. So, okay, coming back. So yeah, where were we?
What you're doing. Projection is where
You guys, it shows a pattern that you guys do, right? You go to someone, you are empathetic to them. Oh, I'm listening to you. Yeah, whatever you have to say, please come in my DMs and talk to me. Be vulnerable and blah blah blah. And now I'm gonna throw shit at you. Just take it because I, you know, gave you an opportunity to be vulnerable and trust me. So just whatever I do, you have to just take it. You can't criticize me anymore. If you criticize me, I'm gonna air out everything that you have told me, every bit of vulnerable moment that you have, you know, demonstrated to me, and I'm going to make, you know, dismiss your credibility and undermine your credibility and call you delusional, feeding into PTSD, crazy, and etc. Triggered, etc. 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 That's what this is. That's the pattern you are demonstrating with you, with Wildflower, with Renelle, with Aaron Costello, everyone down the rabbit hole at bedtime, all of you. Fucking assholes.
you tried to pin your behaviors on someone else.
Trust
Like
me,
you're
bro.
going at LB
Trust me, bro.
because she called you out for not crediting her. And then you try to call out how she didn't credit such and such. You're projecting your behavior and deflecting it onto her. That's what you're doing.
And I did get pissed because no one can hold their mental health or well-being over my head. So Bobby posted this screenshot. And as you can see, it says, here's a good screenshot on Hal Smith. This is what you and your lying content about me do for me. You affect my mental health real bad. Does this make you all laugh and happy? So now your lies about me every day need to stop. I battle a lot of mental shit. And this is hurting me a lot. First of all, this is totally unacceptable. Why is Bobby using me as a scapegoat?
Because
Okay.
you lied about her.
I wouldn't worry about my reputation as much as turning people off. You coming at these creators saying that they're defaming you when they haven't even called you a cuss word, that they are
Calling someone triggered and then saying that they're feeding into their PTSD, calling them delusional. You don't have to call someone a cuss word to defame them. That's not how, you know. That's not how it works. What the fuck? Amber Heard didn't say a cuss word to Johnny Depp. Doesn't mean she didn't defame him. What? Huh?
doing all this lying about you. They're not lying. The only thing Renelle
Show us that they're not lying. Please.
ever did was you went off on her for one person commenting something bad about you in her comment section that she didn't get to fast enough because she was busy. She did her video, went to work, didn't get to it. You got to it right then, pinpointed that one comment, and went fucking off.
Show us where that happened, please. Please show us. And it wasn't just Renelle doing all that shit again that she does, where as soon as like person starts like holding her accountable for her actions, she starts ignoring them, and then uses excuses like work and stuff. Please, please demonstrate it to us. Again, it's just trust me, bro. Like, trust me, bro.
And said, why would you leave those kind of comments about me in there if you're my friend? She didn't even have a chance to fucking know it was there. And so how is that a lie? And perception is reality. What I perceive to be might be a lie to you. Obviously your perception
Huh?
is your reality. Your
Perception is reality. What the fuck? Yeah, they don't care who they hurt. No, they don't. They just pretend to be empathetic. It's all performative. This is all performative. As soon as someone criticizes them and tells them to take responsibility, especially for their comment section, they just lose their shit. Especially their comment section, they just lose their shit. You know why? Because then they have to show a proper position, and their whole performative, act just gets exposed as being performative or being neutral. They have to show a proper position and then defend it, which they don't have the balls to do. And this gives them an opportunity for more, what do you say, controversy, and more, what do you say, to make more content on top of that, to use that to make more content. Look, I'm getting attacked, because the victimhood is their content always. We have seen in this Veda, she's shared everything about her life. We didn't need to know that. Why? Because victimhood is their content. Delusion is reality, right? Who's projecting now?
You're saying you're hacked. That might be your reality, but to me, that's delusion. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get here.
Yeah, just dismisses a delusion without like looking at anything that Backwards Barbie might have to present for. No, no, I'm not going to ask for proof. No, no, no. I'm just going to straight up say it's delusion. Not even gonna ask for proof. It's delusion, straight up.
I think I'm talking to a brick door, but we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see.
From the beginning, when I thought we were cool, I have been nothing but compassionate, understanding.
I'm gonna just skip this part because we've already covered this, because it's gonna give me a headache. So we're gonna skip this part where Renelle is talking, because we've already criticized this. I'm not gonna do this again and again.
Me, something she will help. When I knew about the
Like the comedy troll.
what you could.
Renelle said, "Fuck that." That's hilarious. I love her accent. I like watching her. She'll tell you I'm like the comedy troll in her comments. Before I had a YouTube channel, she always knew me as just an account that would come in and
yeah, everybody just knew as an account that you would come in, and cause havoc. Yeah, right. That might be your reality since you have first-hand knowledge, but to me, who knows nothing is delusion, right? That is so well said. How do I highlight this shit? Can I highlight this shit? Hold on, let me see if I can highlight this shit. Pin message, channel activity, report, remove. How do I go? How do I go about like highlighting this? Hold on, I need to put this up here because this is fantastic. Hold on a minute. Hold on, I think so. I can do this. Um, 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 um. Because this is well put, in my opinion. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna put it up here because this is really well said. Um, okay, here we go. There we go. I highlighted it. Here, look. Ta-da! Look, 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 look. I did it. I did it. Okay, I need to make it a little smaller. Yeah, I think so. That's better, right? Smitty, that might be your reality since you're first-hand knowledge, but to me, who knows nothing, it's delusion. God. Oh.
make jokes with everybody about sex and stuff while she's doing prayer time on her stream or whatever. It was hilarious. And then when I became a creator, she was like, I said, don't you remember me?
Just giving us random bullshit for what? I don't know. Oh, I know Renelle for such a long time. We are so besties, We work together to bully people. What a handsome comment. What a handsome commentator, if I might dare say.
Or do you know who I am, or something like that? And she's like, no. I sent her a screenshot of my account name. She goes, oh shit. I said, that's me. But when Renelle said,
sounds like you were the one making sock accounts.
Did you consider this person, this person, this person? No, she's not going to consider anybody. She doesn't care about anybody's mental health but her own.
She has said she doesn't know Backwards Barbie. She hasn't spoken to her, but she knows definitely, like Smitty said, she definitely knows how Backwards Barbie is gonna act, right?
God, I know Renelle's the shit. I love Renelle. I mean, she keeps it real like I do.
So just letting double playing, like repeating what Renelle is saying on her channel and giving it to another set of audience, and just like, oh yeah, I love her, I love her. Wow. Can you just lick her feet more, please? Go lick her feet more, please.
I love that. And so does the Real Housewife, or Not Another Housewife. I like her content too. She's straight out like, here it is. Here's what you get. I don't give a fuck if my makeup's done. I got kids. Fuck you. You either watch it or you don't. See ya. Deuces.
What the fuck is this?
All right, here we go.
So is she all gonna do? She's just gonna repeat Renelle's content, that's it, and say nothing? And just like keep making accusations against Barbie? Is that all that's gonna happen here?
Accusing Katie Joy of
I'm not proof of the
hacking you and all that.
In a clip I played. So she never showed you proof of it. To me, I'm not gonna say delusion hacking, and then you said it in a clip. Yeah, Wildflower T, I asked you that question earlier. Did she ever show you proof of the hacking? And then you said it in a clip I played. So she never showed you proof of it.
That's just Wildflower's claim. And I don't know who she's talking to. Is it Wildflower or someone else? We don't know.
To me, I'm not gonna say delusion. What people with PTSD,
you have said delusion. Now you're not gonna say delusion? Now? At this point? Like almost at the end of your video, you're gonna, now I'm not gonna say delusion. Before that, I'm gonna keep saying delusion. Delusional, delusion, you know? Yeah, right. Okay.
PTSD do. Like say, I text my husband and he doesn't answer me for 2 hours, right? And then he's like coming home. I immediately think something's happened to him and I fucking panic and I'm calling him.
Here we go with her, like, again, like using personal experience as sort of like as a measuring stick about other people's behavior and how they act. That's not how it happens, Brittany. You fucking Dr. Lopsided Tits. That's what my name is for her forever. Dr. Lopsided Tits.
The cops, and he's like, damn, pulling in the yard, and there's 10 cops here thinking he's gone missing, already filled out a missing persons report and everything. We freak out. We're very.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna drag Barbie also. You know, she also does that, you know, because people with PTSD, they're a monolith. They all act the same. Fucking asshole.
Animated, and we go overboard with worries. We are worried freaking words. I don't worry what people think of me.
I'm gonna skip this because this is her just like, again, going with like her personal standards, how she acts, and she expects everybody else to act the same. And I'm not gonna repeat myself again and again on this.
Worry about the people I protect. I really don't care what people think about me. Even though
you care what people think about you. You came to my Twitter timeline and was like, oh, you're making fun of my looks, blah blah blah. And when I pointed out your hypocrisy because you did the same to me and Chesh, you're like, yeah, fair point, and just like scuttled away.
All the harassment I'm getting is due to me defending other.
This is how you demonstrate. All right. You want me to show you? Hold on. I'm not gonna loop this. This is stupid. Hold on. I'll show you. This is her, right? This is her. She's like, oh, make sure you guys check on Chesh's Mania's latest live stream so you can see for yourself how upset, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, calling you Dr. Lopsided Tits is definitely me being jealous, you know, / sarcasm. How more disgusting can you be to justify why you abused your sister? To that she comes back and says, not that she doesn't deny that she was justifying that, you know, that she abused her sister. No, what she's worried about, that I called her out Dr. Lopsided Tits, and she was like, the fact that you're having to use looks as a blow at me versus anything is pretty sad. That's not just what I did. There was more, but obviously that's all she cares about, the looks. And I'm like, you know, you make fun of Chesh and my looks, so why you can't dish it? You dish it, but you can't take it? Is that what it is? You fucking hypocrite. You do care about what people think about you. Just pretend that you don't. That's how you demonstrate it, you bitch.
People, but it's okay. I knew what I was doing when I did it. It's fine. It's worth it to me. My favorite thing is what I get out of it is just seeing that person have relief and just know that someone saw it. Someone saw what happened. Someone saw, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I want Renelle to know I see what's happening.
I myself deal with issues daily, which I've spoken about on this channel, from being abused as a child. Also, Bobby at 6 years old, sitting in the living room, watching the court.
Here we go again. Who's living in the past now? Who's living in the past and projecting it onto Barbie?
The
stuff that's happened to you that's caused all this, at this point, it's your fault. Your mental state is the way it is because you are not willing to do anything about it. Yes,
Here we go. Just because Barbie is not dealing with her mental health the way Brittany thinks she should, it's Barbie's fault. How disgusting you can be. How are you so disgusting? I don't get it. It makes me sick. Fucking sick. Chesh and Manya look good though. The thing is that beauty is relative or subjective, right? Someone can find me ugly and someone can find Chesh ugly. What I find about Veda is she's ugly inside out. She's fucking it. So is Renelle. Ugly inside out. Erin Costello, ugly inside out. All of these women, they're ugly from the inside, ugly and rotten from the inside. So you don't have to worry about their like. That's why they are so vain. That's why Erin is so vain. That's why Renelle doesn't come on live stream because she knows she's fucking ugly inside out, and that's why Veda is also so worried about her looks all the time. That's why she wears these like fucking tops she cannot handle because she's ugly inside out. So they try to overcompensate either by not showing themselves at all on the screen, or by putting on filters like Erin does, or by doing this, whatever Dr. Lopsided Titsera is trying to achieve. Overcompensating for everything and attacking other people's looks because they're so insecure about themselves. Ugly, inside out.
People cause your mental state to happen, but your continual mental state is your fault if you allow it to control your life like you do. Yes, overthinking. Yes. I overthink a lot.
Again, I overthink, but I don't let it bother me, so you shouldn't let it bother you either. Like, dude, I don't get bothered if, I don't care what people think about me, so you shouldn't get bothered by what people think about you, or if people lie about you. Those are two different things, by the way. People expressing their opinion about you is different than people lying about you, straight up lying about you. Those are two different things. And you're trying to conflate the two here. You're so disgusting. Seriously, Dr. Lopsided Tits, aka Brittany Hansen, aka the woman who shat on a graveyard. Fucking hell.
I really do. Like,
I don't think so she ever thinks. She doesn't think before she speaks. No.
a lot. Like, I'll be like plucking my badge hairs, and then I'll have a mirror at my ass crack wondering if I missed one, and overthink it. It's so stupid. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think she knows what thunking is.
All right, we're on number 5.
And I'm
We got 2
thinking,
more
what the fuck are you going to sue me for? Being post here with you.
videos down bad about her.
She just, every time Renelle finishes, she's like, this is so serious, and I'm gonna now start lying and making shit up about Barbie that I don't know anything about. And start projecting by bringing up my past, my personal issues, and projecting it onto Barbie, because I got nothing on her.
You're not harming her mental health. She's manipulating you to feel guilty to take those videos down bad about her. That's what she's doing. She doesn't want anybody to realize the game she's playing.
Wildflower offered to take the video down, and Barbie said don't do it. Where? She hasn't told Renelle to take down her previous videos. All she has told Renelle is to stop lying about her. That's not telling someone to take down videos about her. You are making shit up now. Can you read? This is what this is manipulation looks like. This is what manipulation looks like. And gaslighting. And Darvo. Did she just say she overthinks plucking her vag hair? Did she say that? Sorry. What? Hold on. Hold on.
But your continual mental state is your fault if you allow it to control your life like you do.
That? Really?
Yes, overthinking. Yes. I overthink a lot. I really do. Like, a lot. Like, I'll be like plucking my badge hairs, and then I'll have a mirror at my ass crack wondering if I missed one, and overthink it. It's so stupid. Like,
why does the audience need to know about your vaginal hair? Like, if you want to go for an example of overthinking, you can go like, I went to grocery store and I missed something on my item list and I kept thinking about it. Like, what the fuck is this like thing about like vagina and her fucking, all the sexual stuff? I don't get it. It's so weird and creepy. Ew. God.
like stuff like that.
And about
Her. That's what she's doing. She doesn't want anybody to realize the game she's playing.
She told Wildflower not to take down the video, right? She's just told Renelle to stop talking about her. She didn't say to tell Renelle, take down your video where you're lying about me. That's not what she said. We saw the screenshot. And fucking Dr. Lopsided Tits is just sitting there and just lying her ass off about what Barbie is saying. Like, and nobody is calling her out in the live chat.
Playing with you. Sorry, some people with PTSD are manipulative, and they're trying to. That's how what they use as a self-defense mechanism is.
Are you manipulative and you're projecting it onto Barbie? Are you manipulative who uses suicide to like with your partner if they try to leave you, and you're projecting it onto like what Barbie and your sister's boyfriend? fucking piece of shit. $10. She says she has red lipstick on her vagina right now. God, Smitty, Smitty. Oh, come on.
Is I'll manipulate this person into doing what I want them to do. And it seems like she has a good habit and she's pretty well trained at doing that. And I think she wouldn't have been caught either if
I think that, I don't know her, but I think this. Dr. Lopsided Tits here. Guys,
we weren't on YouTube, where multiple creators have shared their experiences. This is why people do this. Is a prime example about why people call out people on videos. This is a great reason right here. Like, say Renelle was the only one with a problem. People
no, this is not. This is you bullying her because she dared to tell you to stop lying about her and your friend Renelle Smith. You both live in the past. Bring out your past to justify that why you're doing what you're doing now.
probably be like, well, is this girl that's got mental issues telling the truth to Renelle? Well, Renelle, I would never doubt. So let me just pick. Okay, I'll say Tyler.
Yeah, of course,
I'm not
because
sure.
she's a bigger YouTuber. Obviously, you're gonna lick her asshole. You know, is that good for an analogy, Brittany?
About her, right? So you don't really know who to choose. But since so many people have had the same experience, similar experiences, it's
I can say the same thing about Charla, about Barbie. They both had the same experience with you. Erin tried to do that with me and Chesh, but she failed because we can look right through it. Right? It's the same pattern with all of you.
it's most likely true. If everybody's had the same perceived reality,
That's ad populum fallacy. Because you have not demonstrated anything. You have not shown us anything, no messages, nothing, no voicemails, nothing, not even Wildflower has done that. And it's just your word, and we are just supposed to go with trust me, bruh. Same with Renelle Smith. This is just ad populum fallacy. You're just coming together and bullying someone, one person, and you do this all the time. You did this to Charlotte too.
with you, that's probably
You
reality.
try doing that to nonsense also, mind you.
Just saying. So that's why I believe them kind of over you. And I believe that your mental health issues are talking for you. And when I say this stuff to Barbie, just know I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your mental problem. Because I know that
No, you're talking to Barbie. You're attacking Barbie. You're attacking her mental health. You're calling her delusional. You have called her delusional in your entire stream, and now you're pretending that you are being empathetic with her. That's what I've done. Performative empathy while attacking her, and doubling down, let others attack her again on your channel by repeating their bullshit on your channel. You repeated Wildflower's bullshit on your channel. Now you're repeating Renelle's bullshit on your channel. That's what you're doing. And now you're trying to pretend that you're being empathetic to her when you're not. All you're doing is, oh, you attacked my friend. You better watch out. Look what I can do. And look what I can also do in future. I will do a part 2 through. Part 2 or part 3 also if you don't stop. That's what this is. This is conditional friendship. That's what it is. It's not even conditional empathy at this point.
you can't control it. I know that it takes over you and it causes you to overthink things. And you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot the password to my Instagram. So I press forgot my password and it looks like this widget looks funny. So maybe someone gets my password and they change the password and I just got like again, somebody must be hacking me.
Is that you? That sounds like you.
You know, you just go through all these
You do
exhausting
that.
ass emotions. You know what I mean?
Just
I
sitting
go through
there,
those
just
sort of things every
randomly,
day.
just
Like, where's
like
my brain? I can't
bringing
find
up
it.
bullshit.
You know, I can't even remember my fucking name. My dog pulled one on me. You know, he played my. This is just like the story about my dog. He played my delusions against me. I know I forget shit, and we have a leash that ties the two door knobs together, but the trash can is on the inside, so the dog can't open the doors and get in the trash. Well, we get home, the trash will be all over the living room, and my husband's like, "You forgot to leave those damn doors shut and put that leash over the door knob."
So now she's comparing Barbie to her dog? How? And you're saying you're talking to her her mental health issues by comparing her to your dog? How more dehumanizing can you be, Brittany? You Dr. Loaf-sided tits, you fucking bitch. Really? Your dog? Holy shit! And then you're reducing her distress to like faulty cognition and and overthinking. You're deliberately infantilizing her to the level and dehumanizing her to the level of your dog. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Wow. And you're projecting your own paranoia onto Barbie now. We clearly can see who's the more paranoid person here. It's you. And you're trying to project it onto Barbie. Why? Because the only common factor, according to you, is you have PTSD and she also has PTSD. You claim you have PTSD. You have no way of knowing except your word. And that gives you the license to project your own paranoia onto Barbie, to project your own insecurity at Barbie, to project your own lies and your own manipulative behavior on Barbie. How fucking dare you?
And every time I would take the hit. Well, I'm on the phone.
The dog she feeds super glue, by the way. Exactly. No wonder that dog is manipulated because he's scared shit of you.
With Megan the other day, I don't know where that dog doesn't realize I'm in the kitchen standing there, and he paws the one side of the leash off of one doorknob and then takes
and delusion about her dog. Now I'm gonna say delusion because, come on, you're blaming your pet dog to be manipulative. Yeah, they are intelligent creatures, but come on, why are you calling them like manipulative and then you're trying to dehumanize another human to that level? Seriously, what is wrong with
his
you?
teeth and opens the door. I'm like, you little shit. Made me think I was fucking delusional this whole fucking time, and it was you opening that door.
See, she called herself delusional, and then she projects it onto Barbie.
So your mind can play tricks on you, just saying, and some people will weaponize that shit against you.
Oh, your mind. Oh yeah, yeah. Because her mind plays tricks on her. You know, Barbie's mind must definitely play tricks on. Why? Because she also has PTSD like her. Like as if people with PTSD are a monolith and they react and act the same way, on the same, on this exactly the same. That's not a spectrum of a vast significance and magnitude of variation of how people react to certain situations who have PTSD. Really. Dr. Lopsided tits here. Fucking asshole.
They hope that you have, like, I feel like most of the, I'm glad I'm kind of have dementia. I don't want to remember half the shit people have done to me. Because I'd be a depressing fucker. That you have, like, I feel like most of the, I'm glad I'm kind of have dementia. I don't want to remember half the shit people have done.
Kinda have, so now you're diagnosing yourself, Dr. Lopsided tits, with dementia, and trivializing anyone else who might have had dementia and trying to excuse your behavior. Wow. Holy shit. Why are you, if you have dementia, if you're diagnosing yourself with dementia and you think you have dementia, why are you on internet? Since you tell people they shouldn't be on internet if they can't deal with it, why are you here? Go look after your mental health and your dementia. What the fuck? It's, okay, whatever.
Because I'd be a depressed motherfucker. Please don't ever give her excuses unless she starts getting help. Right. Our mental problem is the problem. I'm not giving you excuses. I'm going to say that real quick because they're right. You've already used this.
No, you're making excuses for your behavior and trying to project it onto Barbie and saying that she shouldn't make excuses. You have made excuses. You have made excuses for why you abused your sister when you were kids. That's what you have done. She's trying to help the dog. She's teaching it a valuable lesson to never trust anyone, right? Fucking asshole. Dragging her poor dog into all this shit. And it's the dog's fault that she overthinks.
This is an excuse too long. Like, period. Whatever. Yeah, ain't that some bullshit? My dog's good, let me tell you. I'll be on the toilet, and my bathroom's big. He'll go lay at the door way over there and whine and whine until I rub his stomach. And I'm over here breaking my neck trying to reach him while I'm trying to take a dump because he won't stop crying and I'm on the phone.
Oh, yeah, and this is where she, like, almost, like, kills her dog again.
And one day I almost broke his neck because he loves to get the water out of the toilet. And I was on the phone not paying attention, and my big ass sits down on the toilet and his head's down. I almost break his neck. We have the worst experiences in the bathroom, I tell you what. We just do. Me and that dog have the funniest moments. It's fucking hilarious, let me tell you. Okay.
What the fuck? Like, just, like, put it, like, she's labeling trauma as a weapon because she does that. She has done that. She weaponized her trauma against her sister by trying to justify why she abused her sister when she was a kid. When her sister came to her and said, "Why did you abuse me as a kid?" and tried to, like, hold her responsible for her actions. She weaponized her trauma for that. Yeah, the shit story.
We got one more, and this is Renelle's final words to Barbie.
Okay, I'm gonna skip this because we have already.
Just wanted to make this very.
This one.
What the fuck? I thought you were prepared for this for 3 days.
I think
this posting you made accusing me of all the shit I rebuke.
Just wanted.
What the the fuck?
Body of anything to do that. To live. If you don't like me,
Now today,
That was actually funny.
Bobby,
The worst thing about these type of people that are very self-centered, these self-centered people or narcissistic people, they're the most insecure people on the planet, honestly. But they're very self-centered.
Are you talking about yourself too? Is that what you're doing? You're trying to like talk about yourself? Holy shit, that pause game. You're trying to talk about yourself, how you who you are, and trying to like just project it onto Barbie and like just drag everybody who has PTSD like that? Fuck you for doing that. Not everyone is as manipulative as you are, you fucking bitch.
I'll tell you the worst thing about these type of people that are very self-centered. These self-centered people or narcissistic people, they're the most insecure people on the planet, honestly. But they are self-centered.
She's talking about herself. That's what she's doing, and she's projecting it onto Barbie because we know she has PTSD. Barbie has PTSD. So if she's talking about Barbie, she's talking about herself, isn't she? That's what she's doing. So she's talking about herself. She's calling herself narcissistic and manipulative and all that shit.
Think about what benefits them. What they're not going to go get you something to eat at McDonald's unless they're hungry and it'll benefit them. If it's just you want something to eat, fuck you, go get it yourself.
This is all her trying to like talk about herself through Barbie, and then trying to character assassinate Barbie.
The worst thing that they do is they don't feel guilt. They justify in their head, like say,
no, you don't. You never felt guilt when you fed super glue to your dog. You never felt guilty when you abused your sister. You try to justify that using your trauma. You didn't. You don't feel guilty about attacking Barbie here. We know that.
Barbie goes into a store. I'm not accusing you of this. This is a fake scenario. So
you have accused Barbie throughout this by saying, because the one common thing you have is that you both have PTSD, therefore what you would do, you projected it onto Barbie. Overthinking, delusions, how you treat others, and blah 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 blah.
Go into the store and well, let's pick another one. Okay, so
let me bullshit another scenario. Let me just like pull out another fake scenario from my fucking asshole. Yeah, let's go.
Say someone you do something wrong to somebody, but in your mind you should go apologize, but instead you justify like they deserved it. But what they do,
you did that with your sister. You actually did that with your sister.
So is they put a delusion there, right, to ease off the guilt. They're dying to they feel the guilt at first, but like, okay, say Barbie, you got a boyfriend. She's suspicious of the boyfriend cheating, even though he's not. She's so suspicious of it that she's it's called get them before they get me. That's what
here
it's called.
Here we go with pop psychology here again. Here we go, a fucking hypothetical scenario, which is definitely not about Veda herself, about Brittany herself. This is definitely not about Brittany herself.
Hurt them before they hurt me. People that have PTSD automatically assume you're out to hurt them.
Perfect cure for alcoholism.
And so they're trying to figure out a plan to hurt you and protect themselves before you hurt them.
She has said nothing about Renelle. She just let Renelle repeat her lies about Barbie on her platform and had nothing to say about that. And then she's sitting here and she's attacking Barbie because Barbie dared to tell Renelle to fuck off and stop lying about her.
Yeah. So Barbie's suspicious of the boyfriend, thinks he's cheating. She starts feeling an alarm going off in her head.
Scenario? Just come out and say, I'm going to talk about myself today, guys, because I want to vent about my life, and this is an opportunity I'm going to use to talk about myself, how I manipulate people, how I justify abusing my sister, how I blame my dog for my own overthinking, and how I accuse others of being delusional and of like overthinking and of like manipulating their trauma when I do that. How about just come out and say it, At least be honest.
He's gonna hurt me. I gotta numb myself out, fall out of love with him, and cheat before he does. That way he can't get one over on me. So she goes out and cheats. And he's like, dude, I never cheated on you. And she's never going to accept that fact because then she would have to feel guilt. So when she's cheating, well, he deserved it anyway. He's been cheating on me. And then if it even came to find out like he didn't cheat, she's never gonna accept that answer.
Here we go. This is what I said in my notes, right? This isn't analysis. It's character assassination wrapped in pseudo-clinical and pop psychological language, right? She is assigning manipulative intent to protective instinct, and then she reframes the fear as malice, and then she thinks this is insightful when it's not. This is all abusive. This is what here is it in my notes that I note down. I was looking for that timestamp where I wrote it. Dr. Lopsided tits here, everyone. God. Ugh. Disgusting.
Because the guilt would come back. So people like that, they justified their actions, their evil actions.
Evil actions. Here we go. Evil actions. Yeah, you're talking to Barbie's, mental health. You're not or mental issues. You're not talking to Barbie. Yeah, right.
With Wildflower Tea, I should use that as an example. Barbie knows she's wrong, but Wildflower Tea did a worse offense.
Barbie knows she's wrong. You say don't know Barbie. How do you know that Barbie knows she's wrong? How do you know that? Oh, because you know you are wrong and you're projecting it onto Barbie. You bitch.
Like, you didn't do your stream good enough. I mean, fuck her anyway. Fuck her. You didn't do the stream good enough. You deserve what you got. So they justify it like that to where they don't feel guilt. You know what I mean? Like, say someone kills
No,
someone
I
that kills
don't get it. Why are you projecting your own shit on other people? I don't get it. No, I don't. I don't get it.
somebody because they molested kids. They justify that guilt. Well, hell, they were molesting kids. They deserve it.
What? 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 Now we have gone that far that we're going to talk about molesting kids, harming kids. That's what we're going to talk about now, Brittany. That's what all was that was left because you couldn't convince yourself that you have not attacked, Barbie enough. You're a disgusting piece of shit. You are disgusting. And Renelle and Erin and Katie Parker and all, every one of you, disgusting pieces of shits. Megan, Sean, all of you. You're disgusting pieces of shites. How dare you use children and their suffering in this? Just like throwing it out there on the wall. Just like that, just trivializing it. How fucking dare you? You know why I feel outraged? Because I was abused when I was a child. How fucking dare you? This is what outrage looks like. Not the performative one that you do, that you weaponize. You bitch. Yeah, right? What the fuck did you just walk into?
You get what I mean? That's the problem too with these. I've known somebody very well in my life for a long, long time that is identical to her, and that's why I could point this out so quick.
So
Um,
because you emotionally deflect and emotionally manipulate people, so everybody else does the same who has PTSD. Fuck, get the fuck out of
and
here.
another worst part is when it comes to any kind of legal trouble or police are getting in trouble. If push comes to shove and it's you or them, best bet you're going down. And I told everybody I was being framed for 3 years, and I always told everybody that, and I could not. I was trapped and I didn't know how to get out of it. And I
Framed for 3 years? For what? For harassing someone? You have a restraining order against you now. I damn well believe that you did that and you weren't framed. Because you have a habit of doing that. You didn't shit on the grave? You were being framed for that? Is that what you're saying? Fucking hell.
came up with my own phrase, and they were using all these threats on me. And I told my husband, I said, I feel like I'm going to wake up at 8 in the morning to the cops at the door. And every time the doorbell rings, my heart falls out of my ass because I think it's the cops. I said, I feel like, this person that was framing me did a lot of illegal shit. And what I didn't know is that they were putting it all on me. Um, and I said, I feel like at 8 o'clock, I'm going to get a knock at the door that I murdered somebody at 6 a.m. and my fingerprints got planted and my ID and my social security card were left there. And they were told it was me. That is my fear. And I feared that and feared that I had to finally go to therapy. And I was told what to do. And he said, remove any threat from your mind that you believe is there, become the threat. And he always said, trust your instincts.
I don't believe you that someone said to remove the threat and all that. That's not how it works. That's not, you can't just remove shit from your mind like that. That's not how it works. What the fuck you're talking about? Just pulling shit out of your asshole. You know why? Because I know I went through therapy. That's not how it works. You fucking asshole. Like just sitting there and just like build a entire segment like you're attacking someone's trauma response, and then you're saying, "Oh well, I feared for being getting arrested, for something I didn't do." You are describing the same hypervigilance just now that you were accusing others of, and you were ridiculing them of. That's the same. So you are projecting. This entire stream is just a pure projection of what you feel, you go through, what you do, how manipulative you are, how you weaponize your supposed trauma on other people. That's you. This all is about you and how you act. You think that because you can, project your victimhood, like, on others, you can weaponize that against others. You take your own trauma and you use it as a license to commit rhetorical violence, if I might dare say. And that's not empowerment. That's that's emotional, colonization, if I might dare say. How about that? Fucking bitch.
And you have to decipher
She
what
was framed for murder 3 years, like for 3 years, right? Maybe. Oh yeah, remember when she was talking about like pushing people to suicide? Nobody can do that. You choose to commit suicide, and she was talking about how her brother like killed himself. Yeah, I wonder what happened there, Brittany. And why you're talking about you're being framed for murder for 3 years. Is it because you pushed your brother too far? Is that why? Can I say that about you? Because since you make so much big claims about other people, can I do that about you? You bitch. You may dare say, right? I may dare say. Because she does the same. You fucking pushed your brother too far. So that's how you convince yourself that your brother chose to commit suicide. Right? And you project it onto Barbie. You filthy piece of shit.
is delusion versus reality, and that's a
Here
problem.
we go with delusion versus reality. Attacking someone, trying to dismiss someone else's criticism and credibility by calling them delusion, but projecting your own delusion versus reality like struggle that you have onto others.
Because people with PTSD dissociate so much, we have trouble sometimes deciphering which one is which. You got to
Yeah, that's quite clear about you. Definitely, that's very clear about you.
plant your mind in reality. Make sure you know that's not reality, and you can't invent unrealistic
Make sure
scenarios
you know that's not
from that
reality.
sector of your brain into your real reality, because it is going to make you look.
That's what you have done. In my opinion, that's what you have done throughout this segment. You have built up like delusional scenarios, and you have projected it onto Barbie. That's what you have done. You have lied about your sister too, if I'm not dare say. But I can believe that when your sister came to you to confront you about like childhood abuse, you try to weaponize that against her and say, "Oh, I was just trying to protect you." That I can believe about you.
Look crazy. It is going to make you overthink, and it's going to make you go crazy. So
Please
that's
keep
just a little bit of
describing
advice and some
yourself.
training that I had, some little grounding training I had. What you got to do, like when you're thinking about accusing somebody of hacking.
Here we go with the fucking hacking shit again. I need a minute. I'll be back. I need to attend nature's call. This is fucking ridiculous. I'll be right back. Give me a second. This is so stupid. So fucking stupid, man. Hold on, let me just make sure that this is correctly. Yeah. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me a second. This is so stupid. There's a drawing of Goblin Chesh somewhere in a big comfy sweater. Oh, yes, I remember that one. Okay, so let's finish this. I'm gonna get myself a decaf this time because, okay, yeah. Um, and we're gonna get rid of this before we start playing the video again. Oh, God.
Really think about what evidence you actually have in reality. Can you prove it's them? No matter how much you think you know it's them, it could. There's a billion people in the world that could be hacking you, not Katie Joy. Or
Oh, yeah, that's possible, but you know what? I'm gonna say all this bullshit about you without realizing whether I am being delusional or whether it's based in reality or not. I'm just gonna say I think.
like, I don't know how they're. Well, you got to retrain your brain. So, okay, my doctor told me I would train my brain to. I would procrastinate. Like today, I do not want. I need to get in the shower. I'm going to go get in the shower in 30 minutes. I would procrastinate about, do I want to go in there and dissociate for a fucking hour, and I will dread it so bad.
What the fuck? Here we go with the. We don't want to listen to your personal therapy sessions. Fuck off. And that's not how everybody else gets their therapy done. Stop being a fucking armchair therapist. Fuck off.
And procrastinate is 3 hours before I ever get in there. He said you got to train your brain to go into an auto mode. So this is how they do it. This is literally how he did it. I'm telling you how my counselor told me. I said I'm tired.
Your counselor told you whatever they told you. We don't need to listen to that. Why are you sharing this? Why are you trauma dumping? Why are you trauma dumping and being such a manipulative piece of shit? Like what? Just trying to like invoke her credibility that she doesn't have about mental illnesses and mental health. Nothing. Just my counselor told me, so now I'm a counselor. Fucking bullshit.
Procrastinating about things. I said I don't want to go out and get dinner at night. Everything shuts down at 9. It'll be 11, and I have to get the alternate stuff because I didn't want to ride in the dark for the fear of someone jumping in my car and hurting me. And so I procrastinated till the very end, and now we can't get dinner. So
blah
what he
blah
said
blah blah. You know what? Hold on.
Nope, no, 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 so much nope.
Nope.
do was, as soon as that thought hits my brain, shut it down, numb it out, shut that thought off right there, just cut it off, get a distraction, get in the car, go. When I'm thinking about the shower, he said, turn something on that shower, turn some music on in that shower and distract those thoughts for that moment. Don't repress them, but distract them to get whatever it is done. And eventually your brain will train itself not to procrastinate in those ways anymore. And it did work.
Never feel guilty about procrastinating. That's the first lesson about how to deal with procrastination. Never ever feel guilty about procrastinating because that's where the guilt starts. Simple as that. I'm not being an armchair therapist here. I'm being helpful by saying, please do not feel guilty about procrastinating. Because the guilt blocks you from finding out why exactly you're procrastinating. Simple as that. And I am quite sure a lot of people will agree with me on that. Do not ever feel guilty. I procrastinate. I used to feel very guilty about procrastinating, but I don't do that anymore. I don't blame myself for that. You know why? And then I actually recognize why I procrastinate. What's causing the procrastination? And I actually started working on what was going on. My lack of knowledge, my lack of like information gathering, whatever, I've got other shit that I'm worried about. Maybe finish that before I start doing this shit. You know, I've been meaning to deal with procrastinating, but I will get to it eventually. That's a good one. Sorry if you hear noises. I'm trying to like tighten the arms of this chair because they tend to get loose because I tend to jump on them a lot. That's why. Okay.
Now I just go jump in the shower. If I dissociate, too fucking bad, and then I go.
Dissociation is not a healthy way to deal with procrastination. Fuck my life.
I turn music on, whatever, and then I had to learn grounding. And as far as driving at night, you can ask Megan. I'll get her to talk to me on the phone or whatever, and I'll go. There's just different ways you have to retrain your brain. Hypervigilance. I don't like anybody sticking up on me.
Here we go.
But I no longer want to dump.
She wants us to empathize with her hypervigilance, right? With her whatever she's going through, but she ridicules Barbie for that and dismisses whatever comes out of that. But she wants us to, like, her audience to be very sympathetic towards her hypervigilance, her dissociative, whatever, her procrastination and whatever. And she's being this armchair doctor and psychologist and projecting all this, on Barbie when she has no expertise in this department.
Whenever the doorbell rings,
in a lot of cases, I agree, but for some people, guilt is motivational. Yeah, but is it healthy? That's what my point is. And again, different things can work for different people. Simple as that. Yeah, it's possible that guilt can be a good motivator for some people. Sure.
I got over that. I cannot live like that, worrying that I'm going to be framed with crimes. I cannot worry about that. And I always thought it was a delusion that I wasn't being framed, that nothing was going to happen to me. Then something did, or something I didn't do, and I had no way to prove I didn't do it. And I was
Maybe because you did it. What the fuck? Just a confessional session here, of crimes that she committed in the past. Like, what the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my god. Someone, my fucking brain. Oh god. Like just performing just random like therapy without any license.
stuck taking the blame for something I didn't do, not legally or through the police or anything. It was a family thing.
And
And I
now
was
we
like, I
have
will
to
never let this
listen
happen
to
again.
the story of hers where she was getting framed for crimes. Oh my god. Fucking who's delusional now? Holy fuck.
And that same person, for 3 years, was doing illegal stuff.
Yeah,
And
she gave us a ton of bad examples of how she was violent in the past. Why should she get any benefit of doubt? That's true. April from the live chat. Guilt can be healthy or unhealthy depending on how you process it. Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree on that. Smitty from the live chat. Yeah, she gave us a ton of examples of how she was a bad, violent person in the past. And he continues, why should she get the benefit of the doubt? Exactly. Why should she get any sympathy from us when she has all been doing is projecting and weaponizing Barbie's trauma and her own trauma against Barbie, and then just accusing her of bullshit while pretending to be her friend.
like they would do, let's say, a drug deal. Say they rip somebody off with a drug deal, right? I know that's a bad example, but this is reality for me. Well, then it was. So this person went to go do a deal with Sam, went to go get Sam's money to give them such and such dope. And they get the money from Sam. And Sam's expecting his dope. The dope never comes, but the money's with the person that's supposed to be bringing it back to him. Out of nowhere, a text comes in like, hey, where's my shit at? I already gave you the money, where is it? And then my name gets inserted. Well, such and such took my money and the stuff, and here's your address, go get her. When really she got the money and the stuff, right?
So you're associating yourself with these people who can then use your name and stuff. Like, should I blame you now since you were blaming Barbie? Can I blame you for associating yourself with these people? You are the company you keep, bitch. Simple as that. Why are you in these circles? I don't love how she, like, I have all the mental illnesses, so I'm an expert now. Yeah, that's what she has done in this whole 3 hour, 40-minute stream. That's all she has done.
So that's kind of shit I was dealing with. And I was like, oh my God, this shit's fucking dangerous. Like, I'm not going to get framed with a fucking drug deal legit. Like, this is getting too much. I've got to do something. And, I was just like,
did you go to the police?
And this person was like gaslighting me, saying, I would never hurt you. I'll never frame you with anything. And my gut was screaming at me, they're lying, that they are absolutely doing that to you. And they were. And
wow, what a gripping
what they were doing
story.
is they were projecting all of their behavior onto me to cover their ass. So like if they and I was living with them. So like if they got chewed out by the person that owned the house, they say it was me, and they know that person isn't going to say anything to me, so they just got away with it by putting it on me. They got addicted.
Exactly. Yeah, you're the company you keep.
They were addicted to blaming me for everything that they were doing, and the stuff they were doing was dangerous and could literally have ruined my life. And I started feeling like I was responsible for everything that they do, like responsible for them, like making sure they stay out of trouble so I don't wind up in trouble, making sure they don't hurt nobody so that person don't come kill me for it. That's how it got so bad. I was just like, well, now I'm going to have to literally control her life and make sure she doesn't do anything so I don't end up getting killed over some dumb shit that I didn't do.
Now you're going to reveal the gender of the person. Okay, cool.
And they had PTSD, and they didn't learn from their PTSD.
Oh, yeah, it's like everyone around you has PTSD. And you still treat them as a monolith. They're different people who act differently. Depending on what happened in their life and what PTSD. Look at the fucking smirk on her face.
What they learned was,
yeah, let me just like spill beans about other person's mental health too. Without their permission. Yeah. And just we don't know if she's lying about them or not. That's also another thing. It was just she's talking about herself because coincidentally, that person also has PTSD. What she's doing here is she's telling this story like, oh, I got exploited, right? And then she's using that story to justify why she's exploiting someone else now, right? That's what she's doing. This is a narrative bait and switch. That's what this is. And she wants us to feel sorry for her, and then while she denies the complexity, she wants us to feel sorry for her life, how complex was everything in her life, while she's denying that complexity to Barbie. Her life cannot be complex. Her life has to be simple as in straightforward, right? Your past pain doesn't give you permission to abuse others in future. All right? You don't get to do that. And trauma is not a character witness. And and coming out of that trauma is also not character witness and not a free pass. It should have taught you to stop the cycle, not like reenact them and continue them and project it onto other people for content. There's a reason why I don't talk about what has happened to me in the childhood, because I want it to stop. I don't want to reenact it. That's what the difference is between us and you. Everyone around her in particular probably does have PTSD. Yeah.
Next time when I do something bad, that's a crime or anything like that, I'll just bring somebody else with it. That way I don't get hurt this time and have to, be held accountable for what I did.
So now she's telling us that it was her who used to do that. She used to blame whatever she did on other people. She's just saying that this cycle started with someone else, and I repeated that cycle. That's what she just told us, and that's what she's doing with Barbie. She's projecting all this on Barbie, and she is continuing that cycle. Shame on you for doing this. Shame on you, you pretentious bitch.
You know what I mean? It's very strange. And I realized that they were using my protection against me. I took up for this person, had this person's back over and over and over. Well, they learned how to use that as a weapon against me. They realized that, hey,
why are you then doing the same thing to Barbie? Why are you doing the same thing to Barbie? You're doing the same thing to Barbie. Exactly the same thing.
Person protected me all the time. Helped me get out of this. So anytime they got in trouble, her brain trained her to believe, what is the one thing that'll get you out of this trouble right now? And they would think Veda. So when someone was blaming something, it was Veda. So that's how that became a weapon. Instead, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but I would always be there to protect them. But what I didn't realize is when I wasn't around for things they needed protected from, since I wasn't there in person, they were actually using my name as a weapon. Like, if they go after her, she'll take care of it. And then I finally figured out what was going on. And I was like, holy shit, bro. The fuck am I going to do? But it's crazy.
Having an armchair
I'm the worst procrastinator too. Oh my God. Well, I thought my husband was bad. He rubbed off on me. But yeah, being framed is probably the worst thing you could ever go through. It really is. It really is. Because
yeah, then why are you doing this to Barbie? Again, I'm going to ask you the same question. You don't like getting framed, right? You say that it's the worst thing that can happen to you. Why are you doing this to Barbie? Why did you do this to Charla? Please. Does anyone in her real life know her as Veda? I don't think so. Or maybe that's a street name. It's possible. That's a street name, Veda. Just saying. That's why, Veda Jade, that might be her street name. Just saying.
You're forced to be treated like the fake person that they're making you out to be. You're forced to be.
You're forced to be. Oh yeah, she said because you're fake. She said all these things about you, so I just started acting like that. What? Maybe she said all those things about you because you were that person. Not the other way around. Wow. What the fuck? The mental gymnastics with this one. Holy shit. This made these claims about me, so I started like how I act, so I started acting like that. Not like they made these claims about me because I actually acted like that. What? That's the name the Crips and the Bloods gave her when they teamed up to stop her.
Treated that way. Like if someone says that you're a piece of shit, liar, dumbass, da da da, when that new person that's never met you before is told all that, when they meet you, they're going to treat you that way, thinking you're that way.
No, I actually know you're a piece of shit. You're a dumbass. You're a dumb bimbo and you're Dr. Lopsided Tits who pretends to be this armchair detective, psychologist, and psychiatrist in one, all in one. And projects all her fucking past shit on other people. When you don't even know them. Oh, we know that about you. This live stream is a perfect example of that. Oh, sorry.
And it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it's everyone else is crazy but you. Fuck.
All right, guys. 3 hours and 35 minutes. I swear to God that I was not going to make this 4 hours. Real quick, though, I want y'all to tell me, hit the like button. Feel free to leave me a super chat if you want, but I want y'all to know how we did on this stream. I know that I was kind of off topic a couple times. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better. I need to write a script out. I don't want to sit and read a script out to y'all, so I don't know. I'm working on that, though. Tell me did y'all like the stream? Did we do a good job? And are y'all going to come back for part 2? And I'm not going to put part 2 up till an hour before this time. No way am I doing that again, because it's just a jinx. It just is. Will y'all tell me what y'all think? I know most of the creators that were here probably had shit to do, and they were probably like, man, this is 3 hours and 35 minutes long. All right, what do y'all think?
Here she goes, like she's doing a self-congratulatory like wrap up, and then asking her audience for validation, right? She's like, and all she has done is she has pathologized and she has infantilized, she has scapegoated someone for over like what 3 hours and 40 minutes. That's how many minutes? 200 3 hours 40 minutes. That's like 120, like no, not 100. Yeah, 220 minutes. 220 minutes? 6, 3, 180. Yeah, 220 minutes of like pathologically, blaming someone and, dismissing their behavior and credibility, infantilizing them, scapegoating them, and then, and then asking the audience, did you enjoy this, internet stoning and digital stoning of someone I did today? Did you enjoy it? Please give us a part two. Said absolutely nobody. Nah, no one. She's asking for validation now. Like, tell me, guys, did I do a good job? Did I stone her enough? Fucking asshole.
Personal experience can help. Part 2 starts in 5 minutes, right? What? I don't have that scheduled, do I? 5 minutes. Don't you make me panic like that. I hope it ain't live and it says that. Don't make me have a heart attack, rebrand. Ugh.
She doesn't even remember.
So what is today? Friday, isn't it? Okay. Oh my God, I remember what day it was. Okay, so part 2 will be either Sunday or Monday. I know that.
I don't have a part 2 on me. I'll have to double check if I have a part 2 on me.
And it's probably going to be around the same time. I
don't know if I want to do that because my brain's done. Erin, come get your girl.
I probably will do it Monday during the day, but if it's tomorrow, it'll be midday.
Oh God.
It's a good stream. I hope I kept everybody engaged. I kept all 40 people the whole time.
There we go.
So
More audience pandering.
I'm in. Let's go get the girl. All right. Y'all weren't bored or anything? I'm just trying to, I'm watching replaying myself, and I guess it's just because it's myself. I know what my stream, when you create the stream, it's different than somebody watching it for the first time. I'm the one that spent 10 hours getting this ready. So when I'm watching myself, I was like, man, that slide took so long to make. That's what I'm thinking, but that's just because I created it. So maybe that's why I fall asleep to my own stream sometimes. Thank you, Nana Hawk, and thank you for the super chat tonight. I'm going to go buy dinner with it because I'm starving.
Here we go with the super chats. Yeah. Yeah, I don't ask for super chats, but Barbie does, I don't need super chats, Barbie does, blah 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 blah. Why does she live stream and get super chats, blah 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 blah.
Fingers guys, I have an addiction eating. By the way, real quick, don't forget to join my group, please, because I gave up my group for Steve and Aaron and everybody to have that Katie Joy group. So now mine doesn't have any subscribers at all. I did have 3,000 for all my stuff, but now I'm down to 0 because I gave up ownership to it. So please go join mine. And then if you
I ran away from it like a coward.
Join my exposed group or the OG group, the one that Steve pretty much runs, okay?
OG.
And
yeah.
don't forget.
OG, god damn it. OG. God damn. That's so nauseating.
By the way, there was something else I needed to tell y'all. There is. I can't remember what it is, though.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and share
Oh, God. Here we go.
this video.
Part 2 is going to be Charlotte.
Hey, subscribe. Oh, my God. She made that, segment. And, again, she had a Barbie in it. What the fuck is this obsession with Barbies?
LB, not another housewife. And I might throw some Barbie in there just to give her a couple.
Throw some Barbie in there. Just give her a couple of. You have thrown a lot of Barbies in this stream. Let's just say that.
Herself, so she could see what she's doing.
Why didn't you do it in this one? This is just the start of the threat. Like, listen, I'm gonna threaten you this 3 hours 40 minutes. You better watch out. You don't stop. All right, now I'm gonna show you what you did. You fucking bitch.
I might throw a couple in there for her benefit. I doubt she'll watch all of this or any of this.
Why would she watch it? Exactly. She will never watch this. And you have already set up the state that she will not watch this because you have attacked her. That's what you have done. You've constantly attacked her mental health, her well-being. You have weaponized it. You have weaponized her trauma. You have dismissed her credibility or undermined her credibility, any criticism she has had, and you have villainized her for being, for her mental health getting affected. Why would anyone listen to you? No one will ever listen to you, or even consider what you have to say about them. Old geezers. Oh yeah, that's a good one. OG is equal to old geezers. Okay, yeah, I like that one. God.
For what I said, so her brain doesn't shut down due to me saying something. But she's very sensitive. I mean.
Yeah, she's sensitive, but I'm gonna still call her delusional, and crazy and shit, and project all my past shit on her. How I acted in the past and probably how I act now onto her. She's very sensitive, but I'm gonna do all that anyways.
You could just say, your hair's not long enough, and she gets offended and thinks that's harassment. And she's very sensitive, it seems. So I was very
Just
careful. Y'all know
out
that
of
this was
the again out of her fucking asshole, just pulling out bullshit that she has no way of proving.
PG, and I tried to talk about myself more to avoid saying anything bad about her. Like
You have talked about yourself more so that you can project all that onto her and make her out to be a bad person. That's why you have done that. You have done that indirectly through yourself. So yeah, don't try and pretend that didn't want to talk a lot, and also because you didn't have anything about to talk about her. That's why you weren't prepared for this one. You are hoping that you will be prepared by the third video, the third 3 hour 40-minute video that you might do, or the stream you might do. Maybe by then Barbie might say something that you might be able to use against her. Why is it a flex to be OG in that? I have no fucking idea why. I have no fucking idea.
really bad. I'm trying to
Because victimhood is their content. That's why, I guess. Maybe that's why. Because being a victim is their content.
not be biased. Try to keep it clean.
Clean.
All right, guys.
Clean when it's full of bullshit. Yeah, right.
Good. Okay. Thank you, Greenworm. All right, guys. We're done. We're going to do part 2. I'm going to have it. It's going to be bombing just like this one. And the theme is totally different. I'm going to show you what part 2's theme is going to be like purple. Let me show you.
Oh no.
It's going to be a beautiful
Oh,
purple Barbie
God.
theme. It's going to be
Like poor. No proper pixels. Poor definition. Like ugh.
purple Barbie, Malibu Barbie scene. So it's going to be pretty.
It's more Barbies. Oh my God. How much are you gonna attack her more? Right?
I know some people like my themes and stuff, and they get excited to see what theme it is. But
you know that, yeah, just like you knew about all about the shit you just projected on Barbie, definitely.
thumbnail for it, part 2, will be in the next couple
here we
days.
go.
And
Oh my God, the Barbies.
an inspire
Fuck
stream.
my
Inspire
life.
others, inspire yourself to do better and be better. So that's going to be part 2.
What was this? Attacking Barbie?
And I try to make it all matching. It's going to be great. So I already have half of it ready. Like I've had these strings ready. It was just my foot's broken half. But y'all have a great weekend. I will
Here
see
we
ya.
go.
I think you should
With
try to
this
get her talking.
broken foot and
Back with
fucking
Barbie?
shit.
And if any of the creators that by the way, I forgot to say this at the beginning. Damn it. I knew I forget something. If any of the creators that I'm talking about, and the next string will be Charlotte, even if anybody, Renelle, Wildflower, not another house, if any of y'all want to come up there or come up here while we're going
Please
through your
come and validate me. Please, I'm licking your foot. I'm gonna, I'm gonna blow smoke up your arse. Please come and validate me more and, bring your subscribers to my channel so I can grow. Please, please. That's what she's begging right now.
content so you can tell me what you were thinking at that moment. That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be helpful. Like, please, if you hear this part of the stream, I'm probably going to screen record this and put it on Twitter or something so you can see this part because I know some of you have
You can see this part.
It was great.
She just goes, you can see this part and just like pulls up her fucking thing. Hold on. You gotta watch this. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this.
While we're going through your content so you can tell me what you were thinking at that moment, that would be great. That would be helpful. Like, please, if you hear this part of the stream, I'm probably going to screen record this and put it on Twitter or something so you can see this part because I know
So
some
you
of you
can
have
see this part.
It was great. I've been listening while I edited my show for the night. Oh, good. You got a show? I had Chick-fil-A. Oh, God, I'm craving that. I almost changed. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off here. We're going to be here 4 hours now. Swear I'll wait because that's a jinx. All right. All right. I'll see y'all later. Leave a comment and hit the like button. All right. Talk to you later.
Oh, God. All I have to say is, for this. Okay. So, if I summarize my shit, right? Where are my notes? I summarized all this in my notes. Here we go. Not this one, please go away. It's this one here. So all that she has done is weaponize empathy while she was withholding it, hypocrisy and emotional standards, pop psychology as rhetorical control, audience manipulation through confessions, right? Um, rhetorical isolation of the target, and this whole stream is a textbook example of like weaponizing someone's vulnerability against them, right? And false therapeutic authority. That's what this is. Like the switch from for therapy to merch pitch to emotional manipulation, seamless, nauseating, right? It's like she tries to like this fucking doctor, lopsided tits. She's like dominating the discourse through a mix of trauma baiting, anecdotal dominance, and selective intellectualism. I don't not intellectualism, but selective like intellectual terms that she used, right? Very selective about that. And she exploits both emotional appeal and pseudo-clinical language to dismantle her target's credibility and any criticism they might have had, right? Renelle Smith, while less overtly manipulative, endorses and benefits from these tactics by proxy. I think so. She drank bleach during COVID. Oh my God. Um, she does not demonstrate any ethical standards, no intellectual fairness. She has no intellect, so that's kind of obvious, and no rhetorical rigor, right? Um, she is self-serving. She pretends she's cloaked in compassion, but she is cruel. That's what she is. Um, and also, she goes from saying that someone is dangerous and manipulative to showing off her, pastel aesthetic in the background, and that's not hilarious. That's not humorous. Um, this all has been a fucking psychological whiplash. That's what this has been. And she ends this, stream with like, "Oh, please join my group and like things and subscribe um, to see further what Barbie is doing wrong." While she's pretending to be a friend and while she's pretending she's compassionate and empathetic to her and wants to protect her, right? It's saccharine cruelty, designed to taste sweet so people forget it's poison. That's what we are going to end it at today. Ad populum, ad hominem, ad nauseum, right? And this is where we're going to end today, guys. Thank you for coming. And yeah, this is how you recognize pattern amongst this community. Renelle does the same shit, pretends that she's very sweet, and when it comes to exploiting someone's personal shit, just dumps it all over the internet and weaponizes it against them. Erin does the same. Suzanne has done the same. Suzanne Titkenmeyer, she has done the same. And Megan has done the same. Nicole, Katie Parker, and of course, Dr. Lopsided Tits. She has done the same. So yeah, ad factium, Chesh, right? Ad projectum. There you go, right? Now that's funny. So Veda or Dr. Lopsided Tits, Brittany Hanson, aka Veda Jade, whatever your street name is, shame on you. Shame on you, and stop sharing your sister's private life like this on public without her permission. She does not deserve this from you. You pathetic piece of shit. You should be ashamed of yourself. And please take that that whatever that tag is you have of like influencer and YouTuber and creator. You're neither of those. You're neither of those. You have no influence. You're not a creator. You just steal art. We know that. And you weaponize people's vulnerability against them while pretending that you are being friendly towards them. So, shame on you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And this is what we are gonna do. And we are gonna end it. Give me 1 second. Huh? Where did the chat go? Holy shit! Where did my chat go? No, 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 nope, 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 nope. Oh, sorry guys, sorry about that. So yeah, all right, we're gonna finish with this. Cheers, guys. Have a good day. Right?
Oh? See, that would be intimidating if you were, well, intimidating.
Are you mocking me?
Oh no!